let's say you were 2 years into your relationship and you had to assemble your own flowers.
I don't know. I'm just not that kind of person.
Alex is
That's an
happy she gets a
impossible
gift at
question to
all.
answer.
Yeah, I am
That's
not
an
a
impossible question. I don't know why I asked it.
I'm like, you can't ask me that because I generally don't like receiving. I like giving.
Are there...
Shut the fuck up, Brett.
Oh, boy.
Mic drop.
See you later.
Bye.
$1 million, but when you climax,
Oh, God.
Whoa.
I can't believe we're taking it to this level.
you barf in your mouth.
Yeah, I probably would.
I probably
All right,
would.
ladies, be warned. Brett may puke on you.
He's not getting this offer right now. This is a scenario.
No, this is based on things that will never happen, right?
All right,
Or-
let's
okay.
do it right now.
What?
Let's use this
Go
scenario.
ahead.
Let's do it right
So
now.
Alex and I watched Black Mirror. It
We
came
binged
out.
it.
Came
You
out
don't
last
binge
week.
it.
Do you not consider 3 hours binging?
No, I said on the precast, I'm saying it now, to be binge-worthy, I think has to be at least 5. Binging is not about length of time, I think. It's about number of individual things.
I think it's about a season,
How many episodes is binge watching?
Well,
According
we
to
just asked him.
according to Google.
a survey conducted by Netflix in February 2014, they need
That's
to redo
5
this.
years ago.
They need to redo
Yeah.
this.
Before
Nope.
binging really
This
took
is,
off.
yeah. It says 73% of people define binge watching as watching between 2 to 6 episodes. 2?
2? No.
No.
No. Okay. I think.
This just rendered itself irrelevant.
It did. That was a very dumb.
Throw your phone.
That was very subtle. Throw your phone.
I just got a Charlie horse in my thigh.
Oh, shoot. You okay?
You're gonna fart or
Do
something.
you need something?
Hey, where's your Charlie
Just give me
horse?
time. It's on the bottom of this thigh.
Hey, you can do this. Put your foot out. Put your
I
foot
can't.
Out. Do it.
No!
Put your
Oh, shoot.
Ah! Put it out. Now flex your foot up like your toes towards the ceiling. It looks like you're trying to take a shit.
What do you need to
Well, I
do?
don't want it to look like
What do you want to do?
I'm trying to put my foot over there.
Give me your
Help me. My back's to the camera.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're okay.
It's
You're okay.
ridiculous.
You're okay. You're
Let's do some
I'm doing some friggin' Christmas trivia. Welcome back to the PTOUnlimited podcast. My name is Brett.
I'm Josh.
Alex.
This is episode 282.
Yeah,
It's a palindrome.
it is. I was gonna say that too.
Palindrome.
Man, you always get those right away.
Yep.
Man, it's
It's not like it's camouflage. It's
right
right there. You know?
Remember when you got mad at me for episode? What was it? 80. What was the DeLorean? 88. What was the DeLorean?
Well, it's the speed that.
Yeah, was it 88?
88
That was
miles per
episode
hour.
88.
I don't remember getting mad at you.
You
Why
did.
I
You
get
did.
mad
You
at
did.
You did.
Yeah, you did.
Why?
It's actually a clip it
Yeah.
from that
It is.
episode because I was like, you started off and this is episode 88. And I was like, and that is the speed, the DeLorean. You're like, son
Fuck
of a
you,
bitch.
Josh.
Oh, because I didn't think of
You-
it.
No, you
were
wanted
gonna
to say it.
Oh, well, yeah. At least somebody did.
I remember that clip.
How was your week?
Good, and I guess I'll take that opportunity. So this is my third week in a row because I ended up having to. I didn't have to leave my traveling job, but I chose to.
You
I went
did.
on the one. What?
You kind of did.
It was
Let
a
him talk.
possible health
Yeah.
problem. Basically, on the 2-week trip that I went on, by the end of it, my hands and arms, my forearms, had completely broken out in hives. So, because of I'm guessing because of the exposure to diesel fuel. So, there could have been ways to work around it. I could have probably found a sleeve or to wear something of that, but if you're down in Texas in July, having more clothing on isn't really sounding that great. So,
No.
that's just one example. It could be, in Wisconsin in January, or Minnesota. There's a wide range of ifs. So I just decided to try to find something else. So I'm in the midst of that right now.
That's hopefully you're financially stable to do that.
For a little bit, but I can't
Even.
be, and that's the problem. Like, I've not been doing anything, which isn't good.
Well,
So
you could look into DoorDash.
I'm
if
gonna
you
say you want to join
that's
DoorDash?
a possibility.
we could have our
Haven't ruled
stories
that out.
together.
I was actually gonna go, if it was okay with you. I was gonna go with you one day just to see
Yeah.
how it
Yeah.
works.
I actually wanted to show Alex.
I
it,
say he
too.
wants to show me around, but I'm like,
Yeah. I'm not.
You get in
I'm
a
not
car,
saying she's gonna do it.
you get in a car and you look at an order, you pick it up, you drop it off. It doesn't look that difficult.
I wouldn't think so.
It's.
but-
I'd say my first day was more adventurous than my other ones I've been doing.
So
but
how long have you been doing it now?
I've been doing it a few days now. I've done
like
a few.
I think a week.
A week, but I haven't done
Yeah.
like every day. But
Yeah.
I mean, off and on.
But I mean, I
couple
think
hours here and
total
there.
probably a week.
Yeah, I've gotten a couple of. I'm gonna get a second check here, so I'm at least getting paid, for what I'm doing. Sundays apparently yesterday was like an extra $1 per delivery. I was like, heck yeah, man, I'll do a
The
few.
Sunday premium.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, holidays
Or,
are gonna get
you know.
boosted too. But I will say, another DoorDash gripe I have: turn on your front lights.
Yes.
Oh,
If you
yeah.
are ordering,
Like a
I don't
porch light?
care. Yeah, I don't care like what your lawn looks like. Okay, I will tell you there is.
I do care what your lawn looks like, but I don't care at the same time.
I had 2 deliveries where I had to guess where to park because I didn't know where the house was. They didn't have the lights on. One of them was a little weird. I went pretty far. I delivered Yum Thai, which is a little farther down the street from us here, and delivered it into New Haven. This is the local portion of the podcast, and I delivered it awfully far. They didn't have their lights on. They had a Ring doorbell going so they could see me in night vision at least. There was a sheriff parked down the street. I don't know. Maybe it's some kind of like, what's the word? Where they're watching him over, like a safe
Surveillance?
house kind of
Safe
situation.
house?
Yeah.
Oh, I
There was
see.
like filled cars in the driveway, no lights on. And they said, do not ring the doorbell.
Huh.
I was like,
That's odd.
this is weird. And it was at the end of the cul-de-sac is where the sheriff was parked. You could obviously see it was like in a corner, so it's ready to go. And so I did like a turnaround, and I was
Well,
like, oh,
they got to
no.
get their food.
Yeah,
here-
right?
I have a question.
Yeah.
When you go to a place with a drive-through, do you still go in the store?
The app will tell you what to do.
Okay.
Some apps will say like there's a Wendy's around here that their lobby is completely closed, and I had to pick up from there, and they said make sure you do the drive-through. I didn't read it. I went to the lobby, tried to open the door. I was like, I'm looking like an idiot. So
I'm sure you're not the only one who's tried to do that.
probably not.
Yeah.
But and in fact, everything is practically voice. When I arrive at the destination, it says, and the delivery steps are leave at the door. Things like that.
Right.
The customer has left this. I've actually only done a couple of handoffs, as I've said before. But there was one that I delivered to. I can tell why they had their porch light off, because they had trash cans just filled to the brim of just garbage, and their lawn looked horrendous. And yeah, I was delivering McDonald's, so.
Does it matter to you if people give you as the driver a good rating? Like, does that?
I haven't even seen my ratings yet.
Okay.
Maybe I should look.
Well, because when I've done it, like it'll pop up almost immediately after they deliver. How rate your driver, and I'm
Mhm.
like, or rate the
I
restaurant.
don't
Like,
know. Josh
why,
seems to
you
be
know?
pretty fast at what
Let me
he
see my
does,
ratings
and I
here.
feel like that's priority number one is
I have
getting
a
your
5-star rating.
food. Oh, nice! I was gonna say, I was like, Josh is like, he said there was a few times people were shocked at how fast the food got to him.
91% on time or early.
Nice.
So there was
Woohoo,
one
good for
Wendy's
you.
I knew I was going to be late, and that was the one.
That
I
was the
talked
one that
about.
we
One
talked
that,
about last night. Or
soda
the
mach-
last
the
time.
fountain was down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was bad. That was bad.
Yeah, but there was nothing you could do.
right. But the driving skills of some people in this city, I tell you, I'm noticing. I mean, you've driven through downtown plenty of times,
Sure.
and
Yeah.
dude, it just gets worse and worse. You just see in the people.
What's the earliest you started in the day?
9?
9.
Because
Yeah.
I just wonder if there's a big breakfast demand.
I didn't. I mean, I
The
started.
earliest
it-
you can start is like what, 5 or 6?
Yeah.
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 I wouldn't.
And
if I
you're-
was doing it, I'm an earlier riser than you guys when I need to be, but I would
Yeah.
not start before
If
6
you're
because
looking
I'm
for
just
some-
guessing.
if you're looking for some extra cash and you're by your parents,
Yeah.
it's an extra
Oh, yeah.
$3.50 a delivery.
Yeah. In your area.
Mm-hmm.
Say what?
an extra $3.50
Oh.
per.
Because there's no
Where
DoorDashers
my
down
There's not
parents
a lot.
are, you saying?
Yes.
The Bluffton area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I didn't want to go too far, but I will say that city it
Yeah.
has peak hours is extra.
Sure.
Yeah,
$3.50.
they lack DoorDashers, so if you go down there, you get paid a lot.
Mm.
I
So
just
if you're ever
wonder
there-
because of that, is there any even demand for it?
That's a good question.
You know,
but you
'cause-
can have it active and just not have I can be sitting here with it active and not get a delivery for like a good. When I started yesterday,
Mhm.
I was literally in the driveway for a good 5 minutes, and I was like, "There's nothing happening," so I drove down towards your work area, and I got a few. So
Yeah.
that's what I had to do. Like, I mean, but sometimes it doesn't. You can keep it active, and you won't get a delivery for a few minutes, and it worries you.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, should I have even done it? Like, I was about to turn it off. I got worried.
Well, then that's just when you go. I would say go drive towards the busier parts of
Right.
town, and then they should be popping up left and right, especially if you go downtown.
Mhm. You do, yeah. Sometimes it's kind of like you don't know for sure where you're going to deliver it because you just see. I look really quickly because you only have a minute to accept it, and sometimes you're in the middle of driving, so it's like.
Well, they don't want to wait they don't want to wait.
What's crazy is like now that I have my DoorDash bag and mask. Oh man, people are hustling to get me the stuff that
I know, they're like,
need.
"Oh, you're for DoorDash, we got to get you your
Mhm.
shit."
Really?
Yeah.
Because
So-
beforehand they didn't know
I
who
get
he
a
was.
friggin' T-shirt.
Right. You have to do at least your first delivery and then they send you your stuff, of course. So you
Yep.
don't get that right away. Signing up, you don't get it right away. So, but I will say it's good money to get, especially if you have the time. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Got the time, that's for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
You
blanked.
do you want to go into the NFL?
Let's
'Cause
do it.
It started out a boring week, and then it got real interesting.
Boring. The Vikings.
Well, no. Well, I guess I meant the early window on Sunday. There was a bunch of blowouts, but yeah,
Oh.
let's start with the
Let's
Thursday
start
night
with the
game.
Vikings.
The
and then I can
Vikings-
yell at
well,
Josh.
First, the first
How
half,
much of it did you watch?
I
Because
watched the first half, and
feel
then I
like-
started streaming.
I watched
yeah,
it till
because
the third quarter.
when the Steelers started coming back, I was all active on the group messenger, and nobody was talking. Like,
It's
are you
because I
guys
fell
watching
asleep.
this?
I was streaming.
This is
Thursday.
Josh was
insane.
streaming. I fell asleep sometime during the third quarter. I
The-
couldn't stay awake.
It was what 28 to
The ending.
nothing. Like at halftime,
Yeah.
the Vikings were up big,
They were.
Yes.
and
And then Josh, can I yell at him, please?
Why me?
because you
then Josh
called
on-
the interception.
No,
I did.
yes, Josh on his stream, I texted him and I said, "Oh my god, we just got another touchdown. It's 28-0."
It was 23-0 at
Fine,
half.
23-0 or whatever. And Josh's like, "Oh, well, that's great. Well, it's the half, which means when we get back, we're probably going to get intercepted." We came back and we were already
And-
coming back.
yeah.
It was within 60 seconds of Josh saying that on his stream, and we got fucking intercepted. And then all of a sudden, everything went downhill, and I was yelling at him. I was like, "Why did you say that?"
It was
It's
a
stupid.
pretty epic comeback by the Steelers, but they lost
Oh.
anyway.
I'm happy about
Ben was getting mad.
He was.
He was like
well,
chucking
the,
his football.
the last drive, Chase Claypool, who is an idiot,
Yeah.
he celebrates.
He did a
by-
TikTok meme. That's what it was. It was a TikTok meme. It was like the
Oh, when he's okay.
yeah. He was like
He's
pointing forward.
but
He-
they're on a drive. Like,
stupid
with
reason to do
seconds
that.
left.
Yeah, he got mad at his
So-
team.
So Ben gets pissed at him, Ben
Yeah.
Roethlisberger, and
Yeah.
like, come on, man, we gotta go. And so he actually, in the last play, he throws to Freiermuth in the end zone.
It got
and
close.
It did not catch it, and that was leading up. Ben was frustrated, to say the least, and I don't blame him.
Steelers could have pulled away on this.
They
could've.
could have.
He
They
was,
could have won that game, and that would have been the most epic meltdown by the Vikings.
were-
Yes.
ever.
Well, we got
Yes.
considering last week was the Lions
The Li-
loss, so that
exactly.
would have been
Right.
just horrible.
Yeah. So,
So, but like every time the camera went to bed, and he like there was one time he like chucked a football, and I could tell he yelled "fuck" really loudly,
Well-
just cut from his face.
after the game, he was asked about should you have said something to Chase Claypool about this, and he's like, it's not my job to discipline the players, that's the coach's job. And
Right.
I would say I agree, but at the same time, Ben's the quarterback.
He's got to be the leader.
gotta
he's
be
a
the
veteran
leader.
I
quarterback.
think he's
Yeah.
just given up.
I would say if this was 5 years ago, he would have said,
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he probably would have ripped him a new one, but
How-
he's like 39, I think.
How long has he been the head?
He came in with Eli and
Oh
Phillip
wow,
Rivers.
that was back in 06?
Four, I
So,
think.
wow,
I think they were the class of 04.
dude,
He's old. But,
he is.
my point is, he's probably not interested in, yelling at a rookie wide receiver.
No, it's not worth his
second-year wide
time
receiver.
anymore.
He just wants to win. Like, his window is about shut, and I think he's even said this is his last year. He has one Super Bowl. I don't blame him for wanting to get another one, but it ain't gonna be this year. That's for sure.
Well,
He got sacked 5 times.
Yeah, he
Sure
took
did.
but he actually had a really good game, and even the game last week against the Ravens was really good. So he's getting hot at the right time.
Doesn't
but
matter,
it's
we still
too
won.
late. It's too late.
Go
Okay,
Vikings.
going on
Go
for
Vikings.
yesterday,
Skull.
I'm gonna go
Yeah, just
kind of all over.
I'm watching these. I'm looking at these.
So I'll go kind of in the first window was kind of boring. There are a lot of blowouts, except for a couple people came back. But the Titans beat the Jags 20-0. That's not bad. The Seahawks beat the Texans.
Yep.
That's nothing especially. Here's one I want to talk about.
Oh, please.
Oh God, is it what I think?
I think it
It's
might
the
be.
Raiders. and the
Yes!
Chiefs.
Oh no! Here we go.
So
Patrick!
Here we go.
I'm sorry.
Strap
I'm
in.
sorry,
Sorry,
Patrick.
Patrick.
So here's the thing. The Chiefs have won coming into this game 5 in a row. And the thing about it is their defense is playing really good.
Mm-hmm.
So the Raiders had the bright idea in Arrowhead to go meet on the middle of the field,
Yep.
This
on
was my
their
issue.
logo,
Yep.
Yep.
Josh said it.
all
Mhm.
cocky. I'm like,
Yep.
you guys,
Yep.
what are you doing? You're
Yep.
6-6, and you're poking the Chiefs as poking
you.
the bear. The
Yep.
Chiefs went off as they should have.
I
Yep.
am
And
so
scored
happy they did because of the way they
48
disrespected that
points.
team. They disrespected. Sorry, I spit. They disrespected the Chiefs so badly.
They were playing rough.
I was
They
ready.
were
I was
rough
I'm
handling each
happy.
other, man.
I'm happy the Chiefs fucked them
They
up. You don't do that.
and to his credit, he is not defending them. Patrick is not.
Oh, yeah.
And he said something in the group chat about it getting nasty. I'm like, it's karma, man. You don't meet as a team on the center of the field when you're visiting
No,
this team.
that's-
Especially it's a divisional matchup that they almost never beat the Chiefs.
Right.
So what are you doing? It's stupid.
What is their record? I want to see the record. I want to see the
Raiders
record.
now or the
No,
Chiefs?
no, Raiders versus the Chiefs. Like, what's
Oh,
their
what's
record against each other?
Bad.
Okay.
I don't.
What is it?
Ultimately.
Was it the first? I know that Chiefs got a touchdown. It was like as soon as the game started. It was like so quick.
It was
Okay.
probably the first drive.
It's
I'm
actually
sure.
not that much. It's 70-54 and 2.
So the Chiefs are 70-54-2 against the Raiders.
Yeah, it's not.
So they're plus
kinda-
20 as far
Yeah.
as wins go.
Josh, we
It's
watched
not a
it. What was
blowout, but
What?
that first play? It was like, and the Chiefs got a touchdown.
They handed it to him.
Like it was like
they
that.
literally handed the defense the ball. Like it fell over. It fell out of his hand. Jacobs, I believe, right? Is that
oh
right?
yeah, he did fumble in the.
Yeah.
Like it was
Right
like that
away.
first, like picked it up, took it in, like, and all right.
So this
And then-
okay.
So it was really funny
Listen to
because
this.
Patrick goes, "Go Raiders!" Well, fuck.
So
like 2 sentences.
the Chiefs, the largest victory was this game
Yeah.
for the Chiefs, 48-9. The largest victory for the Raiders over the Chiefs was 41-6 in 68.
Yeah.
So, yeah, interesting
I mean,
rivalry.
The Chiefs have been competitive for several years. Even before Mahomes got there, you had Alex Smith. Before Alex Smith got there, you had Trent Green. So
I mean,
they've had
yeah,
success
right.
in the last 15 years.
yeah.
Or so. But yeah, that was just stupid Raiders.
Mhm.
That was just stupid. You don't do that.
No,
Why give them a reason to beat you even worse?
Mhm.
You know.
they were mad, and they got the ambition to do it. That's all they needed. They just needed it.
The Saints beat the Jets 30-9.
Nah, no surprise.
Yeah.
I mean, the Saints aren't good.
no, I mean they're not as good as they
But-
have been with Drew
Yeah.
Brees all these years. But the Jets
I agree.
are
Yeah.
really bad too.
Yep.
Falcons beat the Panthers. That's a divisional game.
Mhm.
Let's see if there was any more early ones. I don't think so.
Browns and Ravens.
Oh,
Ah.
yep.
Lamar got hurt.
He right away, right?
Yes. No,
No,
it
it
wasn't
was
right away.
Third quarter maybe. Or,
Wow.
No. I think it was in the second quarter.
It was in the middle.
It was in the second
Yeah.
quarter.
That sucks.
And the Browns were killing them,
Mhm.
and then they about gave it away.
Yeah. So.
As did the Cowboys. Almost gave that game away
Yep.
to the Washington football team, and they were even on their backup quarterback after a while. Taylor Heineke got hurt.
Ooh.
But that was pretty epic because that game came down almost to the last 2 minutes.
Man.
And then we have the
Broncos line.
Giants lost to the Chargers. Justin
Yeah.
Herbert went off, scored a bunch of points.
Chargers aren't the best either, but they're okay.
They're kind of back and forth. They're 8-5.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's not terrible, but
Mhm.
they've won games.
They're
and
unpredictable.
They've lost
There
games.
you
Yeah,
go.
I think I saw a stat that they're 3-3 in their last 6, but they win one, lose one, win one, lose one, win one, lose one. So it's
Wow.
just kind of inconsistent.
Very inconsistent.
The Broncos killed the Lions, but here's an interesting fact about the Lions. They've been hit by COVID, and
Ooh.
they had to play like 7 people from their practice squad.
Oh, jeez.
So, yeah, they weren't going to win that game.
Ooh.
And then you had the 2 most exciting games in the second window. The second window started
I
really
see these,
boring,
Yeah.
but the Bills came back on the Bucks that went to overtime, and
Ooh,
the
yeah.
Niners came back on the Bengals, and it went to overtime.
They both went into overtime.
And
I'm
The,
so dang it. The
Bucks
Niners won.
and
Darn
the
it.
Niners won. So
I was hoping the Bengals would win that one.
Wait, I didn't
You
see.
don't-
Did
you-
the Packers beat the Bears? Oh,
We'll get to
damn
that.
it.
you probably shouldn't want the Bengals to win, because if you want the Browns to get in, you need all the AFC North teams except the Browns to lose.
I'm not rooting for the Browns.
I'm not rooting for the Browns. I'm rooting for
Even
the
not by
Vikings.
proxy.
I mean, I am.
Vikings and Chiefs, bro.
Vikings, Chiefs, and Browns.
I mean, she does
So
Browns.
he just
third.
said it. He
Well,
just
no,
said it.
you were talking to him, not me.
I don't root for Browns.
Proxy by proxy.
Me, yes. Him, no. There you go.
Me, yes. Him,
They're
no.
probably not going to make it, the Browns.
Yeah.
But
It's tough to say. They beat the Ravens, so they have a chance.
Yeah.
I mean, that helped them.
Well, they beat the Ravens without
They technically have a better
Lamar
score than the Vikings do. Because the
better
Browns are
record,
7
you
and
mean?
6, I think, and
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
the Vikings are
6
6
and
and
7.
7.
Yeah,
the
but
Vikings are not going to make the playoffs. So that's not even that's not even the same conference.
They're in the bubble.
They're not going to make it.
Uh,
I'm telling you right now, they won't make it.
well, they have the Bears. That they're going to be facing off the Bears.
Okay.
Twice, I believe. I looked at.
Did you guys see the meme with the Colts or something? It was like they had their bye or whatever, and someone said like, "Oh, they won their bye. They started
They
at
did,
like
because they were
the
in
9th
place,
seed,
and
they
then
woke up in 6th
They're
seed."
in the 6th. They're in
Yeah,
the 6th
Vikings
spot.
have 2 Bears games, Rams game, and Packers game left. Tough to
Yeah.
say.
They are, yeah. It's
Yeah.
tough
I
to
mean, the
say.
Packers weren't really showing up against the Bears last night.
Well, not in the first.
It was real
half, but
bad. I was like,
The
what's
second,
happening?
Like, it's even when this happened, I'm like, it doesn't matter. It's Aaron Rodgers. He's gonna find his groove. He's gonna beat them.
Well, we'll see about Packers and Vikings and Lambeau. I don't know. That might be an interesting game. But
We'll
Bears,
see.
they're facing the Bears, and I mean, the Bears are not
You
good.
just
so.
never know.
Yeah,
'cause
but we're not really good.
Literally
didn't-
any given
They-
Sunday,
They
as you
put up
say.
30 points against the Packers, whose defense was supposedly playing better.
Mm-hmm.
But Aaron's like, okay.
What
enough
was
of
that?
this.
What was that? Image I sent you on group chat about Kirk Cousins.
Oh, read that.
Yeah.
It
Let me get
wasn't about Kirk Cousins.
It's about the Vikings
necessarily.
themselves.
Yes.
If
Oh,
the
yeah.
Vikings had not given up any points in the 2-minute mark of either half in every game, they'd be 12-0.
Yep.
And this is
crazy.
coming from a sports podcast.
And what's
Uh,
interesting about that is that Mike
Kevin knows
Zimmer
sports.
is a defensive coach.
So
Very
that is
good.
saying something. We'll see what happens in the next
We'll
4
see.
games.
Fantasy goes, I'm
Hey,
I'm
Yeah.
gonna squeak by with 1, hopefully.
probably gonna go 1-1, but
you're beating Patrick in the PTO, Alex. You probably
of
you got
now.
an L in the other one.
Yeah.
I don't know for either of mine. I don't know. I mean, I'm in the lead for.
I've basically
one.
given up on fantasy at this point.
Yeah.
I still play, but it's like I know I'm
Quentin
not good this year.
Yeah.
left a player in that wasn't playing. That's weak, Quentin. That's what
It
are you
happens,
doing?
Alex. did too?
I did too because we were up to like 5 a.m.
We'll get to that.
playing video games and this weekend. So when I woke up on Sunday morning, I woke up at 1:02 and I went to go flip my player. They were already locked in.
Yeah.
But crazy thing, I'm probably gonna win that
Yeah.
that league.
PTOs.
I'm probably gonna win that league.
That's funny, isn't it?
Tonight you mean win that game?
No, win this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tonight you have the Rams and the Cardinals. Cardinals are leading. That's a divisional game. Cardinals are
It's
leading.
going to be a good game.
The Rams need to win this to
Mhm.
stay ahead in the wild card hunt.
Yeah. Yep.
So anyway, that's it for the NFL. I thought it was going to be a boring day, and then
Kind of interesting, man.
the second window had the 2 games in overtime, and the first window had a couple games come down to the wire.
Let's hope tonight's
so-
not like a boring, stupid even match where it's low scoring.
Who is it tonight again?
It's in
Rams.
Arizona.
Rams.
Cardinals.
Go Cardinals.
Go Rams.
Why?
Well, no,
you
go
know,
Cardinals.
you want the Rams to lose. If you
Go
want
Cardinals.
Go
the
Cardinals.
Vikings to have a chance,
Mhm.
you need the Rams to lose.
We're rooting for the Cardinals tonight.
Go Cardinals.
Go
You're wearing
Cardinals.
red. You're wearing
I'm
the
wearing
right.
red.
you're wearing the right
PTOUnlimited podcast
colors.
shirt. Check out our merch channel. Link in all of our descriptions.
That's it for the NFL. We want to
Yeah.
talk about. I got really a lot to talk about.
Okay, just move
Um,
into whatever you're feeling, man.
So I guess there's a couple things that I watched.
Okay, playing and watching. Let's do it.
So I'll start with
Got a lot of
kind of
stuff,
the
too.
small thing.
Did
and
you
go
check
into
out any of the
big thing.
trailers?
No.
None of the Halo TV series trailer? No. Video
We-
Game Awards had a lot of stuff.
I didn't
out,
watch
so.
a second.
Just let Brett do his thing, and then we'll go do our thing.
So the first thing I watched was this thing that ESPN is doing called Man in the Arena, and
Okay.
it's a 6-part series about Tom Brady's whole story,
Mm-hmm.
starting from that first season when Drew Bledsoe got hurt and he came in and won the Super Bowl against the Rams.
Right.
And it was pretty cool just because he's never really told it from his point of view about how things went down. And I remembered most everything that he talked about, but just the details here and there of how things went down. But it was very interesting. I mean, I would call people my age fortunate if they've watched NFL most of their adult lives. I started watching football, I think, when I was around 13 or 14 years old.
Good age.
But I'm fortunate enough to have seen Peyton Manning's entire career and Tom Brady's entire career, and a lot of
Most of Brett Favre's.
well, not his early part.
yeah.
I came in kind of
that was more like early
25%.
90s, right?
He came in 91.
Yeah.
He went to Green Bay and starting games in 92.
What was his first team?
The Falcons.
He was in the Falcons for the
He
first
was a
year.
3rd string quarterback for the Falcons.
Okay. Wow.
And
They should have not
they
done
shipped
that.
him out. Yeah.
Mm.
So, but you know, if he would have
Atlanta
stayed,
could have been huge,
the only
man.
reason he got to play in Green Bay is because the starter went down.
Who was that?
His name was Don Mikowski,
Okay.
and he went in and ended up winning a game against the Bengals, and he never didn't start after that. Unless
So
it
that was just like,
actually,
you know,
no, he never
Case Keenum.
missed a game.
Yeah.
It was
Never
like
missed a
Keenum.
game after that.
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
And then we got rid of Keenum.
They didn't. Case Keenum is not as good as Brett Favre.
Yeah, I know, but this is like kind
But he
of
would
the
have
same
loved
thing.
playing for the
That's just-
Vikings.
It's like what happened.
More.
I don't
Yeah.
remember who, like Bridgewater, I think was
So
playing.
I know you're going to talk about Xbox Power On.
Yeah.
Can we just talk about parts 1 and 2?
Well, I wasn't going to go into major detail.
We've watched
but
1 and 2, so we can
Well,
talk
I mean,
about those.
I was in
Okay.
and out because I was.
I will say that I watched the whole thing.
We're
all
going to go
6.
into the rest of them and finish them before the next week, so we can
This
talk about the rest of it.
thing is fascinating.
It's a great
I like
documentary.
it.
fascinating.
So part 1, I was like 20 minutes in, I was like, this is kind of lame, but it's kind of interesting to see
And
how
as
they're
soon as Josh
kinda
said it was
developing
lame, I went
it.
to the bathroom. He paused it. He goes, "Wait, you should probably come back in here and sit down. It's getting good."
like, talking about Bill Gates
It's
and all of
called
his.
Power On, the story of Xbox, I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a 6-part series.
Xbox Power On, yeah,
6-part
yeah.
documentary series on. I watched it on YouTube. It might be on other avenues.
We watched it on
but
YouTube.
YouTube. Yeah.
It's if
Great.
you've ever been a fan of Xbox or even video games,
I would say just
watch
video
it.
games.
It's
Like
an
it basically
incredible
tells
story.
you like the growth of how we got to where we
Right.
are now.
Right.
The first 2 episodes fascinated me because
That's
I
where we're
never
at, yeah.
really knew how it started. How
Well, it's
Dude.
just because in our generation, like we've just always known there to be video games, but it was right. It started like with us, or not with us, but with our parents, basically. Like
No.
that,
Well,
a
It did start
generation.
with our
You
parents.
mean
like-
video games.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So, and then going into the Xbox, like that started with our generation. So it's hard, or it's cool to see. Like we've just always known there to be Xbox. We've always known there to be Xbox. We've always known there to be Nintendo.
I mean, I remember
I don't remember the
video-
start
I-
of Xbox.
I remember there not being an Xbox.
I
Me
don't.
too. Well, the reason why Alex she wasn't huge in the gaming
I was-
yet. But
well,
you
I
played
was
64.
I had a 64 and I had a PS2.
Well, okay, but Xbox came out in 2000, right?
One.
And I had a computer.
The PlayStation 2 came out in 2000. Like they were developing the Xbox, they
So-
unveiled it.
Might have even
and,
been 99. I think it was 99.
well, in 2000. Oh, which one?
PlayStation 2.
Yeah, and they were and the PlayStation 2 had an Ethernet port to start
Whatever.
with, didn't
Whatever.
it?
What is
It
the
didn't have a
PlayStation 2 the black
port.
one?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I had the PlayStation 2.
What was the other option?
What? The
Well, there
PlayStation
was
1
either
had a gray one.
PlayStation that
Oh,
was
okay.
gray. I couldn't
Yeah.
remember which one was black, which one was gray.
They never actually say this. The PlayStation 2 was capable of getting online, but you had to buy a whole separate piece.
Was it the USB
and
piece?
Yeah, sure. It just never like. It
I remember
wasn't
it having
enough.
two cables.
Their
It never had an Ethernet
whatever.
port? The PS2
It did
never
not-
did?
I have it
did not
downstairs
have
in
a
the
port.
basement.
It was a whole
Really?
piece extra that you plugged into the PS2.
It's in the basement.
It's okay. Okay, Alex.
Doesn't matter.
I can go grab it right
No,
now.
Doesn't
don't worry
matter.
about it. Don't worry about it.
But anyway, as I was saying, just learning how these 5 guys from this
Literally,
team at
yeah.
Xbox had to go around all of Microsoft, but just kind of crashing meetings,
Yeah.
trying to talk about this idea to all the way what it is now
Yeah.
is crazy.
Well, okay, so
It was almost not a thing.
what I want to start with is saying I had no
And-
idea that Microsoft developed an operating system for the Dreamcast.
Yeah,
I didn't know that Windows CE was that.
there
Like, I
was
didn't know
that. I had no idea that they shopped around trying to partner to build the hardware.
Nobody wanted to.
Nobody wanted to.
Everybody
They-
said it was
I-
stupid and
then-
that it was never
I
going to
can't
be
remember-
a thing.
I have to say this part. This might be in part 3, but they passed on Grand Theft Auto 3. They had a chance to make
It
Grand
still
Theft
came
Auto
out,
3.
didn't it?
They ported it from
Oh.
Sony
Okay.
or from
Oh.
PS2, but they had a chance to exclusively tie up Grand Theft Auto 3, but they passed because they didn't, because Grand Theft Auto the top down 2,
Yeah.
I guess, didn't sell great. It just
Right.
wasn't that interesting, and they're
Right.
like, eh. And
Yeah.
Sony wrapped it up. But anyway,
Yeah.
it talks about once you get past episode 3, it goes into the 360 era.
I can't wait to see that one
It talks about
because that's where I'm at.
The
the
Red
Red Ring of Death.
Yep.
And it goes all the way through what Phil Spencer's
They're
doing
like-
now with the
Yeah.
with the Game Pass and everything. So
My
it's
favorite
just
part,
so good.
I think
It's
it was
so
part
good.
2 that we watched. My favorite part of the whole thing was them like they go to that engineer person or whatever, and they're like, "Hey, we want you to do something with this prototype like Xbox thing," and they talk about making these 3 large big
Oh, the big X's.
the big X's, and they're like, "Well, we can't fit. Nobody's gonna fit that underneath their television or
Nobody's
whatever."
gonna
There's
buy
just, like
that.
these giant metal like.
They're so
Xbox.
ugly.
that was never
X's.
that was never intended to
Well,
be.
they said it's a prototype.
exactly,
I know that,
the
but like,
finished product.
but they didn't know that when they're like, "Here you go. Here's what
I
you
didn't
did."
know that the unveiling at GDC it didn't work.
It did work. Yes, that was the other part I was going to talk about.
They
How
had
they're
to
just
part
like,
it together.
it's like they open it up. Well, that one doesn't work. They open it up. Well, that one doesn't work. They open the third one. Like,
But
oh,
even-
we have to show this shit in like 5 minutes into Bill Gates.
But even when Robbie Bach is on stage and he hits the power button, it doesn't.
Oh, I
even
didn't
work.
see that part.
It
I
It
just
might
saw.
be in 3. Might be
Oh.
in 3 because it's the finished product.
Oh, we didn't see the
we didn't
finished
see the
product.
finished
I'll shut
product.
up
We
then.
just saw
Oh,
them
that's
turn
okay,
on the
that's okay.
big X.
That's okay.
No, that was true, and even Seamus Blackley is like backstage soldering
Mm-hmm.
as Bill Gates
Is walking out to
stage.
present what they're about to, what they're in the back
Oh.
trying to solder together.
Microsoft didn't want to do it. Sony shot at them saying there's only going to be PlayStation consoles.
Oh, and then on top of that, beforehand, they had already made a bad rep with that game, the dinosaur game that they were
Oh,
talking about.
Seamus Blackley did.
Yes,
Trespa-
he's like, and I'm about
trespassing.
to go on stage with this
Uh-huh.
huge nasty rep about this nasty video game that
It
I just
was-
made.
he made it for DreamWorks. It flopped badly, and
Mhm.
the internet roasted him,
Josh.
and now he's on stage.
Oh, yeah, the gun.
Yeah,
The gun waving like
It's like the
Didn't work
limpest
at all.
wrist you ever.
nothing worked
It's
about it.
like
But here's a fun fact, kind of a preview for you guys. Don Matrick is in this.
okay,
Do you know who that is?
no.
Don Matrick was what Phil Spencer is, head of Xbox
Yeah.
Oh, the one before.
before Phil Spencer.
Oh, the one who unveiled the Xbox One.
Yes.
Oh.
So
Wait.
You'll remember.
I
You'll
will,
remember. Yeah.
Because
yeah.
I watched the
I-
unveiling of
I
will
Xbox
remember
One.
it.
I watched. That was its own event.
Yeah, we watched
and
that.
it-
I think we were with you, and I said it was fine.
I watched it. What happened?
the fact that Xbox One was going to be online only.
and
Yes!
they said TV like 25 times.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So-
I remember. Oh, okay. I remember.
I have a couple other things to press on about this documentary. The Windows CE team. Okay, so they had two different teams going after this Xbox
Yeah,
console.
I had no idea about that. That was really cool.
And Bill Gates loved that there was some kind of competition to recreate,
Of course.
to
Yeah.
create a console. I did not. The Windows CE team had no ingenuity. They didn't do any hardware change. They wanted to basically recreate the Panasonic 3DO.
Yeah.
And that console flopped. And it was like $700 in the 90s.
I was gonna say I don't even know what that is.
Or is Philips? No, it's Panasonic.
It's
right?
Panasonic.
Panasonic. Okay. They didn't want internet access because 5% of the United States had broadband.
Mhm.
So it was like nobody had broadband. It was pretty interesting that they also tried to buy Nintendo.
Yes, when they were shopping for hardware partners.
Yeah, they tried to buy Nintendo. Nobody wanted to develop
then
hardware.
In the meeting, I forget who. I don't remember the executive that went in. And he's like, "Yeah, they almost laughed us out of the building."
Pretty much.
Like,
Nintendo.
we
Nintendo's
knew this
very
was they were not
prideful.
interested at all, and
Yep.
I'm glad that didn't happen. Actually,
They stole the Windows code. The DirectX team
Yeah,
stole
that
the
was
Windows
crazy.
code to get the console
yes,
to boot in 3 seconds.
They literally went in at night when
Yep.
nobody was there.
They stole their own what?
That's it.
That's the 3DO. Yeah.
I've
Ugly.
never seen it. It looks like a VCR on steroids.
Our old friend Jerry used to have one of those.
You're kidding.
I am not kidding.
Jared had that?
He did.
Oh, what a poor soul.
It's awful. Yeah.
How do you play games on it? It looks like a VCR on steroids.
Pretty much. I don't know. I mean, I've seen
What does the
videos.
steps look like?
Yeah, it's an ugly console.
I think it plays discs.
That's what I'm trying to say. What is it?
Was it a big like? So yeah, check out this.
Yeah, I mean, it's an incredible
great
story.
documentary.
I knew
It was a
a
disc.
lot of it just because over the years, Ryan
All these
McCaffrey-
documentaries we've watched.
Yeah, and
stuff,
Ryan
yeah.
McCaffrey has talked to Seamus Blackley about it, you
Mhm.
know, and Peter Moore,
Who's that really exciting guy? Who is it?
Steve Ballmer.
Yeah, he's got some energy, bro.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that he had
And-
his like
He was the financial
control.
man.
Yeah, he panicked
he
immediately.
comes into the story later.
More?
Yeah.
Because he's already there with him and Bill Gates
Mhm.
trying to decide whether or not to push forward.
He
for
had
the console.
a hand in the Red Ring of Death issue.
Mm.
So
Uh-oh.
I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
But yes,
Mhm.
go watch this. It's fantastic.
We're gonna
Yeah.
continue watching it.
Oh, yeah.
It's a 6-parter.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're a
About
third of the
40
way through.
minutes an episode.
I love it.
I
They
love
put so
hearing
much into it,
behind
too.
the scenes of how these people grew to what they are now.
Mhm.
Like they just basically you come from nothing
Yeah.
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
they build this thing that we
Halo plays a big part.
Oh,
in it,
of course. I'm waiting for when
I think
Halo
they
Halo's what
mention
pops everything off,
all
man.
three of
Pretty
them.
much.
Or
Halo.
one,
I
two,
mean,
three.
Halo pretty much drove the sale, and then I'd say Gears of War and Fable
Well,
came in pretty good.
If there were no Halo, the original probably would not have. It probably wouldn't have gone farther than the original.
Probably due to the local multiplayer. That really.
I think that's what
enlivened it.
really-
LAN parties.
Yeah,
when
LAN
that
parties.
comes
God.
into it. You'll hear about
I
that
would
too.
love to do local LAN parties
I
again.
miss it. I miss
You
it.
could do it.
I
You
know,
can.
but it's not the same though because you don't have
You're gonna get
to.
annoyed with all the
Like
shut up.
I know.
Like everyone crinkling, like open
Like-
up potato chips or open up click clacking, like something going on with their keyboards just turned off. Yeah, so they're like
you hear
stupid.
like when I'm streaming,
We'll hate it.
you can hear our PC player. It's like break in the background, like
When he's trying to armor up, you just hear him.
on the keyboard.
Good God, it's funny. Did you watch Tom Holland do Hot Ones?
No.
Oh,
Oh,
it's awesome! It's very good.
It's
You
good
should
stuff.
definitely, if you haven't seen that one yet, it's the season finale for Hot Ones.
Mm-hmm. You watching anything else?
I don't think.
That's
Oh,
the
I
first
did
time
today.
he actually cusses.
Okay.
Hear him
Can
do
you
the
believe-
F-bomb, dude?
I know, like it's just weird because you just think I've only ever.
Spider-Man.
He's just
He's
a
so
nice, pure boy.
He's 25, Alex.
And no, and then
27?
he eats like 2 wings, and he's like, "Fucking hell."
Today I started watching his son-in-law.
Oh, I
Oh,
love that
I
movie.
love
We
it.
mentioned
We were
it
just
the other
talking. Yeah,
day.
we were just talking about it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get to the wrong button
Yes.
part? Yeah, wrong button.
As far as playing goes, got a number of things going on here. I checked out the Matrix Awakens, that tech demo. You know what this is, Brett?
It's
Yeah.
on your Xbox.
It's literally for free to download. It's a tech demo of what Unreal Engine 5 is going to look like.
It's pretty damn awesome.
I don't have a 4K TV, so I can't really test it out. You do,
I do.
but you do not have a 4K console.
Is the Series S not 4K?
It's not.
It's,
It's
a
not.
1440, isn't it?
I should bring over my Series X and we should check
and
it
then
out.
we should just put our 4Ks together.
What? It's just driving in a beautiful environment.
But
And-
you can the way that they have the environment, and
it's
you
real
can
looking.
it lets you basically play with Unreal Engine 5.
Yeah, in a sense, you
In
can see
a
what
sense.
like particle effects and everything. You can see different levels of particles.
Like
and stuff.
it's very detailed. It's very
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Do you want to? When do you want to talk about Warzone? Do you want to talk about it now? Or do you want to talk about it on your stream plug?
We didn't talk about it now. We're talking about playing and watching.
Okay, Alex.
I played Caldera.
Alex played Warzone
Uh-huh.
for 3 nights.
They've only
in a
been
row.
trying to get me to play Warzone for like
a year and a half.
year and a
2
half.
years.
Yeah. And we played it.
And we
And
won.
the first night, we only played it because Halo servers were messing up big time. And we said, fine, screw it. Guess we'll go to Warzone. Went to Warzone, played it the first night, got a couple top 10s. And it was like, but we only played a few games. We're like, all right, it's good enough. We'll play it again
Yeah,
the
it
next
was-
night. So we played it Saturday. And I got 3 wins, 2 back-to-back, which is unheard of. But then
We
we
won.
played. Then we played. Then I won all by myself. And then so last night we played, and just don't even watch that stream.
But
Last night was horrible.
So I want to show you 2 of these here on YouTube here. This one is me playing.
So this is only my second night.
Second night. So this is me playing, and this is me playing for a week now. So literally, Alex is down.
I'm
It's down.
spectating.
It's down to me, taking out this guy right here, and then there's one guy left. It's 2v1. So I'm
Mhm.
the one. I'm literally the last guy alive. There's one guy downed, and so this one guy is coming up here on the hill, and Alex is just spectating.
Josh
me
had such a disadvantage because he was
climbing up the hill.
climbing up the hill.
Have you ever won before?
Yes, I've had 10 wins.
It's
before.
not easy.
It's not easy. You go
It's
up against
not
a lot of
easy.
people.
You go up against a lot of people.
But what I'm showing here is I come up here and I celebrate with Alex, and we wind
That was
up.
technically our.
When's the last time you won?
Oh,
It's been a
long
while.
Yeah. So that was one of them, and then I'm gonna show Alex's here real
Yeah,
quick
show
on
mine.
our YouTube. So if you guys are,
I didn't even
watching on
realize I
YouTube-
was by myself. We were playing with
This is where you find out you're by yourself.
Yeah,
too,
this is
so.
like right when I find out that I was like, "Oh, hey Zach, just let me know if you see anybody." And he was like, "Oh,
I'm
well,
dead."
I'm dead." And I was like, "Oh, I'm by myself. Oh shit, it's
pretty
1v1 right now."
Mm-hmm. So there's one guy on the bridge here. I didn't cut this one, Alex. This is the real
Ah,
one.
this
So
is where
you get to
Josh-
see Alex do some sloppy stuff, and I'm kind of yelling at her.
Well, you
'cause-
told me to do it, so I did it.
Yeah, so it's just this one guy. It's 1v1, and it's down to the last zone.
So instead of me reloading, Josh tells me,
Switch
"Hey,
guns.
switch to guns." Well, I have this really shitty gun that bounces everywhere. Josh is yelling at me again, like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "You told me to."
Reload the good gun. So then she goes down to it's down 1v1 at the bottom of the bridge, and yeah, Alex gets a victory right here. She just wins it. It's great. Oh man, Warzone's fun. So. Good
Well, I
stuff.
think we need to talk about Halo now.
And Halo.
Yes, we do.
I've been playing the campaign, and you've been playing it too.
I have, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? All right. Well, you both have been. I still know nothing about the campaign yet.
Yeah.
There are things that I really like,
Yeah.
things that I don't so much like.
You like the grapple hook?
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's a cool new mechanic. I really
like the grapple.
I didn't even know until I read through the achievements that you can use it to hijack.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's cool.
You can also
Um,
do that for the flag. You can
Well, multiplayer.
you can
Multiplayer.
you can
I haven't
grab the
played
flag
any
with the grapple.
multiplayer.
But
But I don't like the Warthog.
I don't think.
I drove it up a tree.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Well, okay, so Zeta Halo, which is what you're on,
Right.
it's not good for vehicles.
No, I got a scorpion stuck.
Yeah.
you know,
It
you
is.
get an achievement for getting your scorpion all the way to I don't know, another area without it getting blown up. And I
Right.
almost did it, but I got stuck in a ravine,
Mhm.
so I have to go back. Or
It's a
something. I
lot
don't
of
know.
rough terrain. And
Very rough.
The Warthog It doesn't
The
sound.
mongoose is
it
nice.
sounds different.
It's quiet.
Yeah, and
I am
it
able
just-
to control this
it bounces
warthog
all over like a mother.
on if it handles the exact same way it does on multiplayer.
does, Alex.
I like this warthog better than the other ones.
I prefer. It feels heavier.
It's a new
and-
engine too,
yeah.
by the way.
Yeah.
So
That's what I like. It's heavier. It doesn't just.
no, it's not heavier. Is what I'm saying. It's
Oh, I
It
think I have more control
jumps.
this time
No.
around.
Patrick and I
No.
have clips of failures.
Yes,
of
everybody else
It's-
for some reason, I don't know what it is, but every single one of you guys
And
in the
Brian.
squad, you
Yeah.
guys, I have to drive. You guys are shit at driving. I have
okay,
to drive.
Alex is perfect at
I
her
can
Halo.
drift that thing, and everybody else just goes to turn a corner, and goes flip, 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 flip.
Oh my god.
It's-
So yeah, all right.
it
I don't believe you.
is top heavy. Yeah,
Mm.
I don't like it. Other things, the
She likes
weapons.
it.
There's weapons everywhere.
And too many different kinds.
There's way
Okay,
too many.
I
kinds.
will give you that. I will say
Don't
this. Oh my
complain
God.
about the
Okay,
weapons,
hold on.
because we
No,
were
no.
complaining that there weren't enough.
No,
now
no, no,
there
no, no,
is.
no, 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 no. I was forced to get rid of all my Spartan weapons because I ran out of ammo at some point. And this is early in the campaign. I had to swap to Covenant weapons. I was getting my ass handed to me. Are you playing it on heroic?
No, I went with normal.
Oh, I'm going heroic. I always do hard mode, so it gives me a little more
I
challenge.
went with
I've died a few
normal
times.
just to see, and there's been spots where it's been a difficult.
Oh yeah, I've died.
Have you come? So there's HVTs, which is really difficult. They're like bosses, but in the between missions. 'Cause
Right,
It's an open
Those
world.
are the
now.
things that they showed on the opening trailer.
But
yeah,
have
okay.
you come across the 2 hunters?
I haven't done hunters yet,
They are not easy.
Hunters are
but
never
you can
easy.
headshot them with something.
They're never easy, but now they're harder because they're HVTs, high value targets.
Okay.
So they're basically like Alex and Destiny. Okay,
Yeah.
think of raid bosses, but like think of the in between raid boss, like the
weekly challenge,
yeah,
the Nightfall.
That's kind of what you're
The
getting.
Nightfall
You're getting like
boss.
harder elites, harder hunters, like ones that are harder to kill. Oh, I'll say the rage like Cabal or not Cabal. That's Destiny.
That's Destiny.
Brutes.
Brutes.
The ones that
Oh,
run at
rush
you.
at
And
ya?
they're
Yeah.
like football players chucking at you, bro,
Yeah.
going like 120 miles an hour.
Really?
I've had to evade those things with the grapple hook, get up above.
Yeah.
You become
They-
Spider-Man.
Oh, you
They
do.
run- I will say the what's your favorite weapon so far?
I just
I don't
stick
even
with
know
the
what
BR,
a lot of
man.
them are called.
Pistol and BR. I'm
the,
good with.
the pistol is
Oh,
good.
pistol's great.
It's called the sidekick, which
Sorry.
before it was the Magnum.
Yeah.
The battle rifle still the battle rifle.
Did they-
the
I haven't
assault
seen the
rifle still
DMR
assault
yet.
Rifle. It's that one. It's
The heat. No, the heat.
I don't even know what it's called. It starts with a V, I think. But it's a UNSC. It's at all the UNSC stuff, but it's not called a DMR. Damn it! And now I gotta look.
Just look up Dick Mode Rifle.
I think that would work.
No. So I will say.
But I'm having a good time with it. I really like the
I'm gonna play it on my
open
own.
world part, the non-missions part. That's been a lot of fun.
Mhm.
I will say that the Marines, which
Are
when you
better.
capture, I think they're worthless.
What?
I went in with a warthog and 2 guys on the back. My warthog take 1 hit, they both die.
Oh.
So I will say in all of that, because playing the campaigns is still very fresh, considering I only did it a year and a half ago, and the soldiers that jump on the warthogs with you have never been a help.
Yeah, I mean,
Never.
This game is meant for co-op.
Never. They're like,
so-
I always have to I think the best parts of my streams were yelling at them to get on the warthog because they're telling me like, come pick us up. So I'm standing there honking and trying to get around, and then they finally get
Yeah.
on. Then they die.
Right.
So it's they don't do shit
yes,
for
but a
you.
lot of them are at least proficient when they're on the turret.
Yeah.
Like they can help you out with that.
Okay, Alex. The one oh yeah, I will say that they have helped me. This game is more meant for co-op, and that's not going to be available until May.
Yes.
Okay, it's
So I'm a little
it's
upset
called
about
the VK-47 Commando. Is
And-
the closest thing I think you'll get to a
that.
DMR.
That's in multiplayer. That doesn't feel like a DMR. That's a
Oh, that's an
That's
auto.
why I said
That's
it's
an
the
auto.
closest thing that you're gonna get. It's not like the assault rifle. It's more precision than the assault rifle.
It is.
It is, but
That
I
you
like
can-
the single
I think
shot.
It has a burst.
And they don't have the saw either.
Yeah. Oh
I'm
well.
very sad about those guns being gone.
Was that in 4 or 5?
That was
4.
on 4 and 5.
And they also don't have any Promethean weapons.
No,
Where's
But why
I'm
would
okay
we need
with that.
we don't
Why?
need Promethean
Yeah,
I
weapons.
like the
like
light
'em.
rifle.
I don't like them. I
I
That's
like
like
them.
the DMR BR at the same time. I love that
I
one.
do like the.
And that shotgun they have.
I haven't even learned what they're called yet. I think it's Covenant, but it shoots out the electric that can
Mhm.
shut weapons down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That one's really good.
Yes.
That electric grenade has helped me a lot.
I like the
too.
electric
Oh, yeah,
grenade
yeah.
quite a bit. You throw that thing at the helis coming down. What are they called? The Pelicans? Is
Yeah.
that what they're called? You throw that sucker up
Well,
there.
in
Banshee.
multiplayer.
Oh,
Yeah, and it's again multiplayer. But like you throw that at a pelican and
Oh no, they're hornets. Alex.
hornets.
No.
Never, wasp.
Wasp.
It's
Well-
a bee.
It's a flying bug.
it's probably a wasp was later in the series than a hornet. I think I had a trivia question about that,
It's
or I was
wasp.
thinking about it. The bulldog, which is the new shotgun, which has a
Yeah.
drum instead of
That sucks in multiplayer.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not very
very
powerful.
good.
It's not. The range is like between me and Alex.
Did you get to use the hammer yet?
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Like I told you, it's like that thing weighs like 500 pounds. Like you're like, boom! Like you have to like swing it slow, but when it pops down on the ground, man,
Do it again,
everything
Alex.
around it just like
The
boom.
the Hydra. I don't understand the Hydra.
The Hydra.
It has
trying to
the
think of the Hydra
where you
gun.
load one shell at a time.
Oh, that's like a
Yes, it has like it's like a it's
That's
it's
a
just,
one shot, one
it's a
kill.
one-
gun.
It
That
has
it sucks.
but it
It
has
sucks.
2 shooting
Oh, I haven't.
configurations.
I haven't
Oh,
seen
it
the
does?
other
Oh, I've
Pull
only
the left trigger, the reticle changes.
I thought you were talking about the heat wave.
the
Heat wave does
The
that.
heat wave is the one that does this.
Heat wave does horizontal, vertical.
What does that mean, Alex?
Like the reticle does this.
Yes,
eh.
I know that. The Hydra also does this.
Oh,
It changes.
I don't remember the Hydra doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never done
Try
that
it.
with the Hydra.
I don't pick up the Hydra very often.
I don't
I
Anyway.
don't either because you have to have you have to use that against like a warthog or some type of vehicle. I don't think it works very well up against, or maybe it will work on a like a chieftain or a brute. or
Yeah, you get them. Those are all ones.
I know, but it was
Hunter.
Hunter. That's the one I was.
How do
Those
you-
are all. Those are all.
How do you like the Mangler?
It saved me.
It's better than the what was that? The Spiker.
brute
in,
shot? No,
No.
I missed the brute
the
shot.
Spiker, I think. It
Yeah,
was like
the
the pistol.
Well, no,
for
the spikers
brutes.
had the dagger that went up. You're talking about the little snub pistol ones on Halo 3.
Yes, with the little
They look like
tusks.
they look like little drum. No, that's the spiker. I'm
Yeah.
talking about the other ones. I'm talking
the
about a
brute
different
shot.
one.
They had the
No.
ball. Had the string of
string of
exploding
balls.
green-
The
brute shot
Josh,
was the real big
chunk
one.
gun is what he's talking
No,
about.
I'm talking about a different one.
He's talking about the chunk gun.
I'm talking about a different one. I'm gonna look it up. Halo 3 weapons.
That's what we call it, the chunk gun, because it goes. Dun,
What,
dun,
are,
dun, dun, dun,
what are you talking about?
I'm looking.
Then
It's,
you had some that new, like the Disruptor, which is that little pistol that I don't even. It's like an electric shock
mhm.
pistol.
The
Decent.
Mauler.
Oh, I like the Mauler. It
You
was
like
like
the
It was
Mauler?
like a shotgun pistol.
It's like
yeah,
a shotgun pistol. The Mauler.
that was that could be real effective.
the brute spiker I loved in Halo 3.
When you dual wield with the Mauler and something else, you weaken them up with the what's in the other hand, and then you hit them once with the Mauler when the shield's done, and boom, they're dead.
Okay, I'm gonna get Halo Infinite weapons up here.
The Hydra auto locks.
Maybe that's what it is when you change the
Hmm.
reticle. Because
Oh, it does.
now that's what is cool about the forward operating bases is that as you unlock Valor through things that you do, you get different variations of the weapons, and one of them is the rocket launcher that locks on to people.
Okay.
See, that's what I'm missing right now. Is
don't
the
know
rocket
anything
launcher pretty
skewer.
much, unless you're aiming it, just doing the jumping up, aiming down, and blowing somebody up, it doesn't lock on anymore.
It doesn't lock on. That's why you unlock the one that does lock on.
I know. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That would be
Pulse
nice to get
carbine.
to that point.
I think it was Halo 2 where they locked on.
I thought it was 3.
It might have been 3.
I think it's 3 where it locks on.
Anyway, but yeah, it didn't always lock on.
The Disruptor has been. That's what it is. That's the one you're talking about. That's the electric one.
Yeah,
the
the
electric
little
pistol.
electric pistol.
Disruptor. I love
Yep.
that one. That one.
I don't ever use a pistol.
But anyway, it looks good. I'm having fun with it.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep going. I might actually.
Well,
start it over.
I took a weekend off of Halo for multiplayer just because they didn't do any updates. It's
No
still
updates,
just
yep.
it's still just regular Slayer with some capture the flag. Like
It's
they're
all
adding
coming.
they're adding SWAT tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I will be on this weekend playing Halo again and getting back on SWAT.
Yeah. I
Um,
will be as well.
I did write some Halo trivia.
I still got a couple things to talk
Oh,
about
okay.
playing here. I had one thing actually. Oh, it's just one thing. Everything else we already talked about. Fall Guys. I've been playing that. I'm gonna be playing that actually on Thursday. They're adding Nightmare Before Christmas to it, so I'm gonna be doing that kind of stuff. And I've been playing more of that season 2. I got 8 crowns in a night on Fall Guys. That was unheard of. I got 3 in a row. And I lost my streak. Okay, so there is a level called Lost Temple on Fall Guys, by the way. It's literally one of the worst ones ever. I hate it. It's a final that you get a crown at the end, and I got it finally. Took me another season to do it, and it was quite a moment. Very, very big. What's the matter? You have a mad face. No. Okay. So I'll be looking forward to playing more Fall Guys, probably on Thursday.
You had a really great night.
I had a great night. Halo trivia.
Wrote a little bit. This was not easy to do, and these questions probably aren't very good. But I kind of went through, and I've tried to write things that you guys would know. They're not very hard. Most of these I think I knew, but I needed something because there's so much you could write.
Yeah.
I just found stuff to be like, ooh, that might be a good one.
Okay.
What does ODST stand for?
Orbital Drop Shock Trooper.
Not shop, no.
She said shock.
Shock.
Sounded
Orbital
like
Drop Shock Trooper.
ODSTs are literally my favorite
I like ODSTs.
of all.
But
I
liked ODST, but you already heard my
They're just
gripe about the game though.
I like their armor.
they're just
and I like what they
special
do.
forces military.
Yes.
But they
Yeah.
drop in those pods.
Yeah.
Like, it's
I like
so,
that. It gets you all pumped because you drop in, pop, and then you just like pop and go.
Yeah.
They're pop and go players.
Which Halo game does the Scarab first appear?
2.
Correct.
I was like, I don't remember.
There's
if
an
it's
actual
like
mission.
2 or 3.
On it.
I almost started this with
I love that mission.
at what game do you get on the Scarab and destroy it? And I was thinking it was 3, but I'm like, no, you do that in
It's
2.
2. It's
Yeah.
the going in through the city, or the
Yeah.
not the city.
Yeah.
It's the that cliffside. It's walking through the entire thing, and
That's
you're
what
in
it
a
is,
banshee,
right? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. I'm like trying to, because I played all of them.
You're, like,
in a
closing
row,
your
and I'm,
eyes, like,
trying
oh,
to remember
oh.
sitting in front of the screen playing each one. I'm like trying to remember.
What new feature regarding weapon use was introduced in Halo 2?
What new
Oh, I
feature?
know.
What could you do with weapons in Halo 2 that you could not
Dual
do?
wield?
Very good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I don't remember dual wielding in 1.
No, one. Okay, so here's the thing. One has aged like
Yes,
milk.
because I remember, because then you can go over to each one, and then you can
One
see
is
like
not good.
push this to dual wield.
As far as like
Disagree.
it is boring.
It is, but it's fun. I liked it though.
I like
One?
I like
liked one.
It's just going from A to B is like
I know, but I liked how simplistic it was getting
Okay.
into it. When you've never done anything with anything but multiplayer,
you did them in a row.
I did them
So you
from start to
kind of
finish.
I started on 3.
Yeah, you went
Yeah, so
backwards.
I liked being able to just A to B, A
I
to
think
B.
I played the first campaign I played was 2, and then I went back to 1.
First one I finished was ODST. So I did ODST, then 4, 3. No, yeah, ODST 3, 4, 1, 2.
I think it was just because
Five.
you're thrown into it. It was more just me trying to understand
Okay,
the story
That's
that was
fair.
difficult.
because you guys were introduced to it properly
Yeah.
as far as campaign goes. I was
Yes.
not.
Yeah.
So that's
Okay.
probably why I think that.
Next.
Next.
Halo 2 introduced a second warthog. What was it? What was different about it, I should say.
I know.
I don't.
Was it the Ghost?
Yeah.
Yeah, electric.
That was great.
Yeah.
That was it. I think it was the only one it was in.
Just the one shot.
That one.
It's a variant in Reach. You
Is
can
it?
you can
I was
you
saying,
can bring
there's
another warthog.
There's the rocket hog. That's different.
That was in Reach. That was introduced in Reach.
That's rocket
that was
hog.
never
and
in
then
any
there
other
was just the
OD
warthog with the
It's
sentry
in
gun.
Infinite.
Goss. The Goss one is the one. It's like a. Without describing
I'm really
It
trying
has
to
like a
remember it.
single barrel that
and
shoots
it shoots
a,
far, right?
No. Well, I mean it
No.
does, but not any farther.
This, Alex.
Oh, that one. Okay, yes, that
It's
one.
cool
okay.
because
yes.
when they up-resed 2, they gave it a little turning
Here it is with the blue.
cylinder, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, it's got the-
okay.
yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
so that's the yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
I love that thing. So there's cool
It's very
hitting
powerful.
ghosts with it.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll keep that one up just in case to do it again.
What heavy UNSC weapon was introduced in Halo 3?
I'm gonna guess one of them, and I'm gonna guess that it's one
The
of
chunk
Alex's
gun?
favorite. That's not a odious. That's not a
I don't know what that is.
the brute
The
shot.
one that you're
is-
talking about that's
That
got
is
a
a
long
brute
barrel,
shot.
That is-
and you put
it's
the. And it
Alex,
goes,
that's not
literally
that's not,
called
that's
a
not
brute shot.
UNSC. That's brutes.
I know, but
The
that's
brutes have that.
It's
Okay,
literally
fine.
called a brute
It's,
shot.
it's the
a
it's
UNSC gun that is heavy that was introduced.
the. I want to say it right.
I don't like playing with the UNSC guns
It's
other than the
it's-
DMR.
It's the Spartan laser.
Correct.
Oh, duh.
One of Alex's
I know,
favorite.
but like I said, when you say, whenever you say, all right, the Spartan laser, duh, it's the Spartan laser.
Yeah.
But when I think of like using the laser gun, I'm thinking of like, for some odd reason, 'cause that's like a specialty gun. I
It's a
would
heavy.
think that,
It's a heavy.
Yes, I
heavier
know,
specialty. Alex.
but I feel like that would be used by the enemy. Like, I don't think of it as a UNSC gun.
No, that's Spartan.
I
Yeah.
know. It's a Spartan laser. It's getting barbecue
these.
slapped is what we call it.
It doesn't even
All
make any
right.
sense.
Yeah, it does. You get fried.
Was that in anything other than Halo 3?
That was in,
Was that in 4?
that was in
in four.
4.
It
Yeah,
was in
it
four.
was in 4.
All right. Name 3 Halo 3 multiplayer maps.
Ooh, Halo 3.
Valhalla.
Yep.
That is correct.
That's 1. Hold on.
I'm gonna see if Alex can get
That's the main
Halo 3.
one.
Think of Halo 3.
I know I'm trying.
Because
I only have his Valhalla
I picked
stuck
Halo
in my
3
head.
because that was
Blood
basically
Gulch?
the one that you guys went nuts
Blood
with,
Gulch
right?
is that's 1.
Right?
What?
Halo 3 was
yeah,
the
yeah.
one you guys went.
I would say 4.
Beaver
the
Creek?
most, but no, that's
What?
1.
Beaver Creek, I thought that was 2.
That's 1.
It's both.
It's
Battle
I think
Creek.
it's at Battle Creek. Would
That's-
be
that's- that's
like
as
the
well.
same thing. It's like the
That's Reach,
rendition of
yeah.
it.
Okay, Alex, I'm gonna list a whole bunch of them. Okay, you ready? Last Resort,
Last Resort.
Guardian,
Yes.
Wait.
The Narrows.
What's the one? Is
Narrows,
that what Last Resort is? The one where we play like it's in a box.
No,
What's
that's the Pit.
The Pit.
Pit.
I was like, what's the one
Pit's
that's in
I
the
can
box?
keep going. I can keep going.
The one that's in the box that we like to play rockets with.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Yeah, I should probably just not list them all. Just stop trying to be a big head about
Valhalla's my favorite.
it. Valhalla is one of my favorites. I want that map
I'll name
again.
a few here just because I have the list up.
Yeah.
We have Assembly
Assembly, yeah.
and Avalanche.
Avalanche, yeah, I do remember Avalanche. That's the snow area one. That's a big team.
That's the BTV.
There's the Sandbox, but that also got
Sandbox, yeah.
it got named other things.
Sand Trap.
Sand Trap.
Sandtrap.
Snowbound.
And then also got
Snowbound.
yeah, Snowbound.
Snowbound.
You love Snowbound.
I like Snowbound. Snowbound. I was like, I own that one. You guys are all like, you're camping. Yeah, I'm not camping. I just know the map.
Longshore and Last Resort. I think you said
Longshore, I
Last
I
forgot
don't remember
about.
Longshore.
That one got remade in 4.
Isolation.
Yes. That one's I don't like that one very much.
Foundry.
Foundry.
I can't believe I forgot about Foundry.
Yeah.
That one is remade multiple times.
Cold Storage.
Yeah.
Barely
Cold
remember
storage.
that one.
You know Cold Storage. Oh,
Well,
you-
I know all of them, but
That's also on 1.
That was just a
That was a remake.
yeah. A lot of times they would remake a map from the previous game and
then
rename
just
it.
like yeah.
Well, they would change it a
Lockout
little bit,
was also in
Lockout,
3.
yeah.
That was in 2. Yeah, I love that one.
but- All right, let's see. What is the name of the UNSC ship in Halo 4?
For some reason I want to call it the Guardian, but that's not what it's called.
That was the surname or the subtitle in 5.
5. Yeah, I was like,
Halo 5 Guardian.
I know.
It's the Infinity.
Infinity.
Correct.
Yes.
What was special about the Halo 3 Legendary Edition?
You'd have to answer that.
Was that the one that had the helmet?
Correct.
Oh, I was gonna
that
say, you'd-
that just fit.
Mike,
the
you
disc.
would have
It
to
was-
answer that one.
that looked really weird. Okay, it was a helmet that just went over a game's like a steelbook.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That's all it was. It wasn't to wear. People were pissed about it. Collector's editions.
What game did the Halo 3 multiplayer beta come with?
You mean the Halo 4 multiplayer beta?
Nope. Halo 3.
Or the Gears of War 2?
Nope.
Oh.
Rock Band?
No.
Think about it. It's
It's
got to
like
be a
we both think-
Microsoft title.
Was it? It wasn't Saints Row, was it?
Saints Row was not a Microsoft
I don't
title.
know.
It's not? I thought it was an exclusive for the 360.
Nope.
Oh.
The Halo 3 beta?
I thought it'd be Gears 2 because
See-
that makes sense.
I that's definitely not one.
Gears
that's not,
2 came out in 2008.
Then it'd
Halo
be Gears
3
1.
came out in 2007.
Then it'd be Gears 1.
And Gears 1 came out in 2006.
GTA.
So that makes sense.
It's got to be a Microsoft game, Alex.
I'm just naming.
Fable.
It's a good guess, but no.
No, that's all I got.
I don't know.
Crackdown.
Okay.
I would not have gotten that.
I probably could have thought of that if I thought of all the exclusives.
No, you couldn't. No.
There's not too many more left.
No, there's not.
I mean, at that time.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't
Nowadays,
remember because
there's so
Josh
many.
introduced me to Halo 3, so I don't remember.
Okay, so the Halo Reach beta came with ODST.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
And 4 never got a beta. They just launched it.
Yeah.
They didn't even care.
They didn't need to have a beta.
Are you kidding me? It was a completely different engine than Reach.
Yeah, I know. They didn't need to have a beta.
Yes, they did.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I mean, as different as
No.
it was, it could have
No,
gotten feedback.
I think it was amazing.
But that's not a
Halo
thing that
4
they
is
did
awesome.
back then. So.
So anyway, that was
I love
my
Halo.
trivia.
You didn't ask like the one question I thought you were gonna ask.
What was that?
Well, there were two.
Go ahead.
Well, what is Master Chief's name?
Well, that's an easy. Everybody knows
You
that.
said you're gonna make him easy. What's Master Chief's name?
John.
John 117.
Okay.
That's his number. That's
Well,
not his
yeah, I mean,
Well, I mean, that's-
he calls himself that at that
What's
point.
his last name?
I don't know if it's ever said. Is it?
Not in the books.
I don't think so.
Have you read all of them?
No, I think
Oh.
I've only read Fall of Reach and maybe the next one.
What does UNSC stand for?
United Nations Space Command.
I wouldn't have done that.
No?
No.
Oh, I know what it meant.
You did?
I do know what that is. UNSC, United Nations Space. That was academy, but no, it's command at sea.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. I want to talk about a couple of movie trailers that came out. The Sonic the Hedgehog 2 trailer came out, and I didn't think I was going to actually look forward to this movie. I had to see the trailer to actually look forward to it, and I'm invested.
Jim Carrey back.
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
And
he did it like I watched Sonic when it came out
it's good.
just
It-
to watch it,
yeah.
and I was actually impressed with it.
That was our movie club
mm-hmm.
while you were out.
Yep, I
during
was
COVID.
actually impressed with
Oh,
it.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and Jim Carrey did
I think
a
it's still on
fantastic job.
HBO. So it might still be available if you feel like checking it out.
Yeah,
It's a good movie.
actually. I thought it was going to be dumb, but it was
It's
actually
entertaining.
very good.
It's entertaining.
Now, if they wouldn't have changed the animation, that would have been a no-go for probably 99% of people.
So what they did is they based that animation off of how they're going to model Knuckles and Tails off of, and they kind of steal the show in this. And
just in the preview alone,
yeah,
like
I mean,
they're using
I'm
the
interested.
someone told, I saw it somewhere. They're using the original
voice of Tails.
Voice of Tails.
Yeah. Oh no, not the original. A fan favorite.
Is that what it
from
is?
older games.
Well,
but not
meaning,
from the
meaning
original.
he
game.
was the voice of Tails.
He had
or is it a she?
I don't know.
The actor of Tails is
But either
gonna
way.
be like the voice.
Either
Because I
way.
realized and I didn't know that until after we watched the trailer, and I was like, oh wow, like I've seen a couple games and whatnot, and I was like, wow, that sounds really familiar. And then I was scrolling through, and I was like, oh, it's because they're using the original voice.
I will
or
say-
one of the voices.
I will say I'm looking forward to seeing how Knuckles is portrayed with Idris Elba, and he's Ugandan.
I know, right?
Uganda Knuckles.
Uganda Knuckles.
Cut for the queen.
Oh, you nerds.
Alex, they're coming out with a Texas Chainsaw Massacre game.
Even though we just talked about the
We
trailer
literally
last week.
just talked about Texas Chainsaw. So it's gonna
Is
be
it gonna be VR?
no.
Oh dang.
It's gonna be similar to Dead by Daylight.
Oh okay. I can see that. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
I think VR would make
Isn't
it awesome.
Leatherface a character, download like a DLC character?
not.
No, he's not.
No?
He's
Didn't
not.
they use a lot of?
They do. They use a lot like
Oh,
you're
they use
saying,
the
like,
meat hooks.
No, I mean, don't they use a lot of different horror figures?
do.
for
They
that?
do,
Yes.
but
They
no,
have-
they have not used Leatherface.
They have
Freddy.
Freddy. They have Michael Myers. They have the pig face from Saw.
They have Ghostface.
Ghostface from Scream. I have him. I love being him.
Okay,
I
I don't
as
know
him.
why, but for some odd reason, when we play Dead by Daylight, and when we play Call of Duty, when I see Ghostface running at me, it just like it freaks me out because of all the scary games that we've played with
Yeah.
Ghostface coming at me, and like it's just because he's so quiet.
Yeah.
It just comes out of nowhere, just like swinging a knife, and I always like legit scream on my stream.
I'm surprised I've never been Ghostface for Halloween, or any of us.
We usually don't really allow masks.
I wear a mask every year
We
almost.
don't allow it. What do you mean we don't allow
What are you
it?
talking about?
The one year when we had all the crazy
That was just the clown thing. We
crap,
said no
We said no
clowns.
masks.
No, we didn't say
I
that.
don't-
There's never been a rule.
I think you made that up right now.
You made it up.
I
You
can go
said no
back.
clowns. You said no clowns.
I said no clowns, no masks.
That wasn't it. Alex, I always wear a mask almost every year. Almost every year.
You
So
want
I got
like a half
I got
mask.
Borderlands. I got
Half
Anonymous.
mask.
I got.
was thinking of
got,
like a full on pull down over your head mask.
Minecraft. I mean, those
Whatever.
are all sitting over there. Yeah, he's been out. He's on level 3. I mean, it worked.
I saw.
Yeah, he's out. He's been growing today. And then also another trailer that came out, Sonic Frontiers, beautiful open world Sonic game, looking kind of like Legends of Zelda. I'm invested in that. Those are stuff that were debuted at the game trailers. We need to talk about.
Rambo?
We didn't get to Rambo yet.
Not yet.
We need to talk about Rambo. Okay, that was the movie club movie of the week for Brett's choice. This is the 4th one that came out in 2008. In Thailand, John Rambo joins a group of mercenaries to venture into war-torn Burma and rescue a group of Christian aid workers who were kidnapped by the ruthless local infantry unit. Starring Sylvester Stallone, Julie Benz, Matthew Marsden. Critics gave this one on Rotten Tomatoes a 37%. Fans, 69%. Giggity. I liked it, and then I didn't.
No.
I mean, there was some stuff to it that it piqued my interest due to the fact that this is an actual war going on in this area. Sylvester Stallone actually specifically wanted this film to be set in the midst of some of the most brutal ongoing global conflicts that were basically ignored by the public and the media. So Alex didn't even know this was going on. The Civil War is still going on today.
Yeah.
After ruling out established conflicts in the Middle East, Latin America and Africa, Stallone talked to international experts who they told him about the Burmese mass murders, and then he set his movie storyline based on that. So there's like 7 factions going up against each other in this country.
Yeah.
To be honest, that was the part that was like of interest to me. Have you watched this movie before, Brett?
Yes.
You have. Okay. Do you own it?
I do. I think I actually watched it not long after it came out all those years ago. And then I just forgot about it for years and years and years. And I think I came back to it after he did the Expendables. And then Last Blood came out, which is not very good, but it's still Rambo. But I watched Last Blood.
They're I don't know if they're rebooting it. I think they kind of are, because I saw on IMDb there's the writer who's done all of them is writing for the next one, a prequel.
I don't think Stallone is going to be in it though.
Yeah.
But that's a cool idea.
I think you have violent tendencies, bro. This movie is brutal.
It's very violent.
Alex looked away for very many, like the throat ripping scene, the dogs blowing up.
You didn't actually get to see the dogs.
You don't. It's probably the worst explosion you've seen in cinema history.
It
Very
is
bad.
a big one.
No, it looks bad. It's computer generated
I see.
poorly.
It was
But it was a big explosion.
yes.
Brutal.
In the story.
You see kids getting
Can
stabbed.
we just don't talk about
Yeah.
it?
Well, I bet
We are.
it's real though.
But
Like,
this is
I know.
real.
I know it's
Women
real.
getting raped.
I know.
To the
I-
utmost realism extent.
So,
to
all right,
where
so
you're
you
not
remember
sure.
when we were talking about the Toxic Avenger, and we were talking about like how that dial, like
Just got close.
There's a dial on movies, and 10 is like considered like rated R. We're testing the waters here about pushing that dial to 11 or 12. Well, the Toxic Avenger took it to like 15 in a second. And that's just disgusting. And that should just be Brett's homework, is to just try to see how far he can get through that movie.
Try it.
I want to know how far he can get without turning it off. I don't think he can get as far as we did. We got 20 minutes in.
We did.
And we shut
There
it off.
was only an hour left. We couldn't even do 60 more minutes.
Nope, couldn't do it. And
Nope.
it said, nope, can't do it. Stomach. I mean, my head and stomach starts turning when I talk about it. It's
Right.
horrible. And this movie like took it to 10.5 for me. And I like what movies are to an extent, but for me with violence. But as I get older and seeing that kind of stuff, it's traumatizing for me, I guess. Like I don't like watching that type of violence, like kids getting shot, picked up and thrown into fires.
Yeah, they yeeted a child into a damn fire.
I obviously, like, you have to tell yourself it's a movie, it's fake, it's a movie, it's fake, but it's like
the mines in the
mindset
fields. No.
of
I'm
it.
talking about the mines where they throw the mines into the water and they have the people run across.
And they have like, and then they're sitting there putting cash, like betting who's gonna blow up first. And
It's
like,
real stuff.
It's just, yeah, I get it, but it's like, it's hard to watch if you're not really that prepared to watch that type of
It's
movie.
Rambo.
I know it's Rambo. I was like, oh, there's gonna be blood and guts, but I wasn't expecting it to be like that level of genocide. I guess
They kind of just upped the level for the time.
like Rambo, like the first one, it was like, okay, I get it, it's fine. There's a bunch of violence, I get it. I understand the dude's got some issues, and this one was focused on, like, I get why he wrote it, why he directed it, why he focused it on here, because he definitely grabbed my attention to what the heck, like, this is real, this is really going on kind of deal, but it was just very difficult to watch.
As far as it being a Rambo movie, I thought it was kind of weird that John Rambo had to join a team of mercenaries.
He didn't
He
have
kinda
to.
did.
But he's up against an entire army, so it makes sense for the story.
And do you know how many bodies the mercenaries did compared to him? Probably like 4.
Yeah, they killed like
4 people. He killed like
No,
100.
like when they first get to the village, they
slaughtered
50 cal'd that whole field of people. What are you talking about?
she out of mind. Yeah, all the people at that village, all the death. What are you talking
They're
about?
all running into the field, and they literally shot them all down. And
did you just black this out? You look
Maybe I
dumbfounded
did.
here.
Oh, maybe I blacked
they
that part
killed
out.
like
All of them.
a lot of people in that 2-minute scene
Let me
where
see what the
they
body count
show
is.
up, where they kidnap the Colorado people.
Yeah.
That village, they completely wipe out that village.
I'm saying the mercenaries that he's with, those guys.
Oh, she's saying the mercenary guys.
The
didn't kill too many.
mercenary guys only killed about 4 people, while Rambo took out all the rest. Is what I'm saying.
Okay, so you were thinking she said something else.
Yes.
Now she's
Yes.
making. Okay.
No, I was like, who the hell are you?
I
They
would
didn't
say
kill any.
that-
None of them was on a machine gun.
He was on a turret, a 50 caliber turret. It might have been a little bit easier to take out a few
Yeah,
more
but he
people.
was also taking people out Rambo way too.
Yeah, he was.
Like, grabbing.
How many? Okay.
Josh goes, "Why is that dude bleeding?" I was like, "Oh, he's probably got a knife in his neck." And then all of a sudden, you see like the close up of him like grabbing his throat because he's ripping his freaking trachea out. And I was like, Josh goes, "Look away!" And I was like, "Oh crap!" Yeah, because I heard like the. And I'm like, "Uh oh!" So I looked, and he's like, "Yeah, you wouldn't have wanted to see
he
that."
rips it straight out of his neck.
Guess how many kills Rambo got?
Oh man, is there a kill count?
There's an actual number.
203.
Nah, it wasn't that many.
How many,
I'll
Brett?
say 112.
Alex wins 254 on
Woohoo!
screen kills. Rambo racks up a whopping 254 on-screen kills according to Screen Rant.
There we go.
Frick.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
What I
Because you have to count the people that came in with the dogs and in the woods, because he set up the Claymore, which set off the bomb from World War II, which killed
True.
all those people, and all the people at the whatchamacallit, that he was while he was rescuing people, so he killed a couple people there, and then he took the 50 caliber blah blah blah, and then just downed
the
everybody.
I
names.
love the scene where he's rising up above the guy's
Yeah.
shoulder.
Yes!
Great
You know
scene.
that's a meme,
that's
right?
a meme.
Yes.
Yeah.
but-
Yes.
Well, so is they take out.
Yes,
the
they take out the turret.
machine
It's
gun.
thumbs
It's
up.
like when your boss asks you how you doing.
You
during
good,
Christmas.
homie?
But there's another one. It kind of sets the tone when he's taking these people down the river, and they get spotted by Burmese pirates.
Yeah.
And
He killed
ends
those
up
people,
having
too.
to kill like all, I think 3 or
3?
4 of them. And they're like, "What'd you do?" And he's like, they were gonna rape her 50 times and then cut her head off.
Yep.
What'd you think I was gonna do?
Yep.
And he's very quiet, like his character in this movie. And
He doesn't really have very many lines.
yeah,
That's
no,
good.
he really doesn't. But he
He
just
can barely talk anyway.
Yeah.
he's convinced to return home to Arizona. At
That's
the,
the
end of the
only
movie.
part of character development in this freaking movie.
But I think that's he's just a soldier.
I know, but
That's what's interesting about Last
Yeah.
Blood is he's not in soldier mode anymore.
Oh, he's not?
this movie is actually banned in Myanmar.
And
You
where?
can Burma, Myanmar.
Oh.
It's a real
Burma is
country.
not called Burma anymore, apparently.
It's Myanmar.
Oh, okay. I
Yep.
didn't know that.
Yep. I thought you knew.
Because Josh was
I
asking
look
me
up all
at
the
the very
facts.
beginning, like they showed the map or whatever, and they're like Burma. Josh's like, is Burma a real place? I was like, well, yeah, I've heard of Burma, but then he looked it up and he's like, oh, well, it actually is not Burma
You actually
anymore.
remember Alfred talking about Burma in his
Yeah.
story in The Dark Knight.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's actually not Burma anymore. What'd you say?
Myanmar.
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 Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually banned in that country.
Well, yeah.
Burmese freedom fighters have adopted the phrase "live for nothing or die for
Which
something."
was a line in
Yeah.
the movie.
Mhm.
Yep.
Oh man, I like that scene where he like just pulls that
Got the
bow and arrow
arrow
right in front of him.
right
He's like,
in
"You
his
gonna shut the
face.
fuck up now?"
Who are you?
He's like, "You're the boatman." Oh, I'm Rambo, bitch.
Rambo's knife in this film is a primitively built golok made out of a slab of metal,
Yeah.
as opposed to his expertly crafted survival knives in other films, which you see flashbacks. So we never watched anything else between 1 and 4. So I don't think you don't have to. If you at least see one, and
I
you
think
know
that
who he
you're
is.
fine as long as you've seen one. You can
You
watch.
might
this
understand
movie.
his state of mind a little bit better if you see what he was.
I mean,
went
one
through.
I get, and
I
the
get
fact
why he
that-
went cuckoo.
and the fact that he never and the fact
He
that
was stuck in
I wouldn't
fight
say
mode.
he's cuckoo. He's jaded.
he is.
He keeps telling, "You're not going to change anything. You
Yeah.
come to do all this good. Nothing's
Mhm.
going to change."
Yeah.
He's because he's seen some shit.
Yes.
So
That's
Sylvester,
why he's like, well, the one guy was just like, I came here and saved you, God didn't, or something.
Mhm.
I mean, Rambo didn't say that, but that's pretty much the same mindset. He's like,
Yeah.
no, I'm here.
Sylvester actually stayed up all night filming the scene of him forging the knife that you see in the film. Although, due to time constrictions, he had to do it all at once without cooling the blade. So he really did that.
It looked real.
So he handled snakes.
Mm.
Oh, that
In this
snake
movie.
handling was so real. Okay, I like that scene because you see people like betting and watching this guy in the background trying to figure out how he's gonna grab this cobra, and then here comes Rambo just in with this big ass cobra, and he just pulls it out of the bag like it's nothing, sticks it in a little like just pulls it out like, oh, I just caught a wild cobra, so you guys can keep.
What
Here's your
was the-
entertainment for the night.
What was the other thing I was?
He wants a python, not a
No.
cobra.
No, what was the other thing before that I was wondering? Oh, did he really catch that fish? I wonder. I didn't look.
I
didn't
don't know.
look.
Probably not.
Anyways, they went through 7 pairs of protective gloves while he was doing the scene. 7. So that means they burned through.
Oh, yeah?
He claims after making the knife, he had a very warm handshake.
No shit.
One of the actors actually fought in Burma for the
Yes,
Karen
I
rebels.
did. It was the main bad guy, I
Mhm.
think.
Tint.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow, really?
And he
Mhm.
said by doing this movie, it could actually
He was scared.
endanger his family.
Yeah, he
but
endangered his
he
family by
wanted to
doing
do it anyway to let the world know this was
It's really happening. It's still happening today. That's
Yeah.
what's upsetting me. It's still and we're just in blind
So,
eye.
all right, and I will say, so at the very beginning of this, and you realize the very beginning of this movie.
Oh, you
so
realized it wasn't Rocky, right?
this was not Rocky. This is Rambo. Shut up. I know what Rambo is now.
Oh
okay?
yeah, you
No,
do.
No, at the very beginning of this movie. So I'm talking to Josh. I have no idea, by the way, what this movie's about. I just know that Rambo's gonna fuck some people up. Like that's just what Rambo does. So I have no idea what the movie's about. We're sitting down, and they, we see these guys. They're like, "Hey, we're from a church. We're doing like this mission to go help people and blah blah blah." So I'm sitting there before shit goes down, by the way, and I'm looking at Josh, and I'm like, Josh, you know what? That'd be that's on my bucket list. And he's like, what? And I was just like, let's do a missions trip. Like, I would love to do a missions trip going over to another country and like, helping people and kids and whatnot, and then shit goes down. And then they, the girl
Get
gets
kidnapped.
kidnapped. And I was like,
Yeah.
so I looked at
Yeah.
Josh and I was like, and he was like, well, why is he, well, in the first scene when they're like, oh, is that a girl? Is that a girl? He's like, why do they want the girl? I'm like, because she's white and she's blonde. Like that's because that's a rarity out there. So it's just
Yeah.
like she's special. That's why they're not killing her.
My
They're gonna go and do exactly what he just said. They're gonna go rape her.
My dad
User.
went to Israel with a bunch of people, and my mom and everybody. Not everybody, but just a bunch of people. And there was a blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl that went with, and one of the gentlemen in Israel offered.
100.
I think it was 100,
100.
or is it 1,000?
100 camels. I think it was 100.
That's a lot of money.
Wow.
It's like $1 million
That's
basically
a lot of money.
for her to marry his son
Yeah.
Mhm.
because she was blonde and blue eyed. That was it.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Apparently like the translator and stuff had to be like, so.
That's even
You're basically
scary
getting
to think
offered
about.
$1 million.
I think it was 100 camels. I'm gonna look up
What?
100 camel worth.
You actually, yeah. Didn't you look up the actual worth of how much it was back? This was like 10 years ago too. So even then, I think it would have been a little different. But I didn't like this movie. I didn't hate it. It was okay. Just a run and gun movie with a lot of violence.
Yeah.
If you know Rambo, it does have a little bit of story to it. I'll give it at least a watch. 6. Watch it.
I'll go with 7.
Alex.
Oh, maybe it was 1,000 camels.
Yeah. Was it 1,000?
Probably 1,000.
It was a
camels.
big number.
It was a big number.
It was
enough. Basically offering her $1 million is what it was.
Yeah. Alex, what are you gonna give this movie?
I give it like a 7 maybe.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's a good movie, but it's too genocide for me. Too much genocide for me.
Well, I mean, Black Hawk Down kind of graced it. They're like, hey, it's just genocide happening here. This movie really showed
this
it.
is like putting you in the center of it. It's like it's just hard to watch.
Different kind of.
But at the
feel
same
for
time,
a
I will
movie,
tell you
of
when
course.
Rambo takes off people's heads, it's funny.
It's
I don't know why.
satisfying.
It's like he doesn't care.
Chop it right off.
Yeah.
He doesn't care.
What's our next movie?
Oh, only because you've already told me, and we're gonna do it because it's amazing. We're gonna watch Caddyshack. It's an amazing movie, and this is definitely when it worked. That everyone's like, I can't believe Brett's never seen Caddyshack. My mom, my dad, everyone's
You're
like,
not
I can't
very
believe it.
original, Alex.
It's
Why?
a classic. That's what this is all about. Is making like, hey, this is a movie that you should watch. That
Bro,
I
you
can't
haven't
believe
left
you
Violent
haven't.
City for like 3
I'm
years.
saying that, but the way I approach the movie club is I try to find a movie that I know you guys haven't seen that says something.
This is a classic.
This is a
was
classic.
offered up to you on a plate.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, whatever.
You're frustrated
telling
about
you.
Caddyshack?
What?
You're gonna love this movie.
There
We'll
is
see.
definitely all right. So Bill Murray doesn't play like a huge part in
You
it.
get to
so-
see boobs.
You do get to see boobs. You do get to wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. No, but there's
There's a scene.
There's a dude. There's an actor in
A
this
little bit.
movie that reminds me of an older you. 100%.
Because he's cussing out all the kids.
He's acting. Like I
Do you
wanna
like Rodney
know.
Dangerfield?
Not really. I mean, he's 80s humor,
I can't think of his name. No.
Oh, because you said
Is it
Chevy Chase.
Chevy Chase?
Yeah.
Again, I mean, from 1984, but he's kind of an asshole now.
This is 1984.
This is
Yeah.
1984.
Bill Murray?
No, he's never done anything for me.
Did you like Ghostbusters?
I mean, there was
Then
two
you're gonna
parts
love
that
this
I
movie.
laughed.
I
But
think you're gonna love Trust me, he's gonna.
You're
like
gonna
this
love
movie.
this movie.
He's gonna like this movie. I went. Never mind. I'll tell you that. Like, a
It's
fun
literally
fact
about a
it.
caddy trying to make it big in the world, and there's a lot of
It's
stuff
just
that goes down.
slapstick funny movie.
Very slapstick.
Very
you're gonna love
slapstick funny
the
movie.
duty.
I know.
well, you
It's
guys
just
are really
very.
selling it.
It's very quotable.
It's funny.
Yes,
funny.
It's very quotable.
He's in the hole.
Shh, stop it. You're gonna, or you're not
Okay.
gonna ruin it.
I'm not gonna ruin it.
You know what? We're gonna watch it.
We'll watch it again. Yeah.
It's a very fun movie.
We got to do the fan question, and then we got to get out of here. We've actually gone a little long today.
Yeah,
we talk about
have
Halo.
long.
The Halo is like that's why Halo's the
It's
one.
the first Halo game in 6 years.
It-
we had to talk
and
about
it's
it.
the first, at least good. I mean, it's getting good reviews
First
around.
good Halo game in 9 years.
Yeah, you're tapping your phone like you're saying something, Alex. What?
No, good Halo.
Good Halo, yes. So the question of the week, guys. Let me get it up here, and Alex can get up her social media. Boom. What is the farthest you've gone in a dare? Now, I came up with this one because we have to play a voicemail here.
Can I tell you that image right there?
Yeah.
My brother and I don't know if my sister, but my brother and we had a very narrow hallway in our townhome that we lived in when we were younger,
Mm-hmm.
and my mom used to yell at us for footprints and handprints on the walls because we would climb up like Spider-Man and hold ourselves there, and then we would do exactly what that picture is.
Okay.
Just it reminded me of it. I was like, yeah, I'm sure there's a photo somewhere of my brother or I planking like that in the middle of a hallway.
Oh yeah.
So we thought we were Spider-Man.
Let me move this over here so I can easily do this without having.
I don't remember my sister doing it though.
So okay.
Hey everybody, it's Patrick from the Paranormal Passivity Podcast, and Let Me Show You Something podcast. So Josh told me I should call in to defend myself, which I don't feel like I need to defend myself. The situation with the shoe, and I'm guessing what your fan question is.
Okay, I had to pause it. I had to pause this here. So, because Patrick drank
A whole
beer from his shoe.
Gross.
A brand new shoe.
Brand new shoe.
Gross.
But he's been wearing it. So here I'm going to continue.
Just
Brother, my sister's boyfriend, I should say. I'm going to say brother-in-law, but he ain't married yet. He's a germaphobe, and he don't think he's a germaphobe, so I told him, we'll drink something out of the shoe. And he didn't want to do it because he's scared. And he's like, first reaction was, you won't drink out of the shoe. My mother-in-law, who was at the party, says, Patrick will drink out of the shoe, no problem, which I did. I don't care. I'm down to do it. It's not that big of a deal. You guys are talking about bacteria, brand new shoes. If they're old shoes, whatever. You're fine. Don't need no odor eaters. It's all good. And I'll do it again. No big deal. Woo! I can't believe my Raiders suck so bad. Go Raiders.
Go Raiders.
Thank you for the call, Patrick. If you guys want to call in, it is 224-225-5780 for the PTO Unlimited podcast hotline. 24/7. Call us in.
So just
You'll
in
be featured.
regards to that, like
He drank beer from
I
a shoe.
wouldn't be scared to drink it from a shoe because of germs. Germs are everywhere. You know?
Well,
And that's how you build up your immune
Immune
system,
system.
is being exposed to
do,
germs.
do you know what you're
But-
walking in?
Beer into or any liquid from a shoe, that's just gross because it's a shoe and you
Yeah.
know? But not
Yeah.
because of germs.
Yeah.
It's just-
Not because of germs? I mean, what
No.
is it because?
Well, then
because
what makes it you?
it tastes like the shoe.
Oh,
and
you
But
get
it-
the flavor.
But it was a beer.
so
beer is not
It's
going to take
pretty
away the
flavorful.
no, it's not.
beer tastes good.
Actually, I don't even know what beer it was.
It was a Modelo.
It was a Modelo.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I saw Crystal pour it. You want to watch it? I think. Oh
No.
wait, was that on
No,
Discord?
no,
Did he
it
put
was-
it on
no.
Discord?
It's not on Discord.
It's not on Discord.
It's on
It's on. It
TikTok.
was a TikTok.
It was a TikTok.
Yeah. Well, either way, he did, and that's disgusting. What's the farthest you've gone?
You know, when I saw this, I'm like,
Have you been dared?
I don't know. Like I've done stupid things, but I don't know if it was because I was dared.
Brett,
Anything suggested
I
to you
will
is a
say
dare,
just
so.
just real quick to end the whole Patrick with the shoe thing. I did say on my stream last night, back in the heyday, Rick was there to back me up. Back in the heyday when you and me and Josh all met and we were just on our every weekend sometimes on our binge drinking, having fun, getting really drunk, doing stupid shit. I said, at the end of the night, I guarantee you, if we would have dared Brett to drink out of a shoe, he would have done it no
Oh,
problem.
I'm sure I would have.
I was like, that
But I just don't know, like, if
he
like,
would have been like, give me a shoe.
I did a lot of stupid things when I was drinking, but I don't know if I did them because somebody dared me to.
It
Maybe-
was a lot of don't tell
'Cause
me what
you
to
can
do.
just make a suggestion, and I might have done it. You know, not I dare you to do this.
Right. Well,
I mean, we did dare you to
If-
slip and slide down.
oh,
But
yeah.
are you sure it was a dare, or was it a hey? You know, it'd be funny if you do this. And I
Isn't
would
that
do
the
it.
same thing?
No. A dare should be like I
dare
can't believe
you.
you would do
Well,
this.
you
Not
have-
it would be funny if you did this.
Okay.
You know what? It's been so long ago. I can't tell you if it was a dare, or I think it would be more like, hey, tell Brett to do this because he'll probably do it.
Right. That's not a dare. That's just a funny suggestion.
Oh, I love it. I love it. So what I'm gonna say here with the dare situation here is
Dares are more for what kids, I would
you
say. Young adult, teenagers.
you jumped into bushes, you bobbed for popsicles and ice water.
I remember that.
You
We were
drew on yourself, you shaved yourself.
There was a thing we might
Those
have-
aren't dares.
I don't think they
no.
were dares.
I think we. No, you know we
I think
didn't.
the duct tape
No,
thing might have been a dare.
No. The duct tape was not a dare. No, wait.
The duct tape might
I
have been
think
a
the
dare.
duct tape was a dare, and then you got pissed that when you pulled the duct tape off,
It didn't
that
rip anything.
That it didn't rip anything, so you went in the back.
Shaved myself.
Shaved it.
Yes.
It's okay.
I still don't think it was a dare.
This was like 10 years ago, so
At least.
we were living.
No,
No,
actually,
it
it was
was
more
not
than 10 years ago.
Let's see.
We've matured
I'm
since then.
32,
No,
so yeah, it'd be
no,
like
because this is
14 years ago.
I didn't. Wait, no, it was. Yeah. My years mixed up there. Yeah,
Yeah.
All
More
over
10
the
years.
place. But it was a long time ago.
was a long time ago.
But I mean, I'm just saying, like, I think the duct tape would have been a dare because that would have been, we would have been scared for you to rip your hair out.
We've never been. I don't think we would have dared any of us to do something
We wouldn't have done ourselves.
like life-threatening or.
That's why I say daring is for kids. I think.
You can still kind of dare somebody to do something. They might not do it.
I was pretty good at accepting dares.
What's the farthest you've gone?
I don't know, but I just because there's nothing I don't think I've been like, oh
done
no, I'm
like
not doing
what, skinny
this.
dipping?
Oh yeah, that's.
I mean, that's considered the farthest some people have gone. Think about it. Some people are prudes out there.
I mean, no, I'm not gonna say her name. Never mind. I was gonna like call her out. But me and my my good friend, we were at a party, like a party once. A slumber party, I think. I think we were young enough that we would call it a slumber party. And we got dared to run around outside in like just a towel or something, and we did it. I know that. Like we had to like run around the block and we weren't allowed to have anything on underneath. So we did that.
That's
I know
scary
that.
stuff. What happens if you get abducted, man?
We were young and stupid.
You're wearing a
and-
towel.
I know, we were just in a towel. Probably not the best idea, but I
All
remember
right.
we did that.
I mean, a towel's not naked, technically.
Correct.
It's not, but
So
it's
basically a
it's
dress.
it's a sheet.
Okay, so
I will tell you that we dared one of our friends though to run around our
block naked.
apartment complex butt naked, and he did.
he did it, and we locked the
And
door.
we locked the door.
Who was it?
Our neighbor
Joe.
came out.
One of our friends, Joe.
One of our neighbor came out because he was knocking on the door, let me in because we had he dropped his pants and stuff right outside the door. We grabbed we grabbed his clothes and locked him out.
That's not cool.
Our neighbor came out and was like, and then he's like, guys, let me in. And then we let him
Not
in.
cool.
Mm-hmm. So
Hey, he took the dare, man. He should
Yeah,
have known.
which means
He
he
should
should
have
be
known.
rewarded for accepting, not punished by being locked out.
Oh, come on. We were 18. It was time to happen. It was bound to happen, man.
I'd have kicked some ass for that.
He
I
was
don't
mad.
think I've done
He was
any-
mad.
I don't think I've really done anything, too crazy on truth and dare. It's because if I ever did like a truth or dare situation, I would always say truth because at that point I don't want to get.
I mean, I've been dared like at work to eat dog food. I've done it.
dog food. Okay, what?
Yeah, I've done that. Probably not a dare, but
Brett, you used to be such a freaking
Like if
crazy guy
if
back
as
in
long
the
as
day.
the bag was like brand new or like the treat bag or
Why
something
would it
like
have
that,
to be brand new?
so that way I know that it's fresh, that it's not contaminated
Okay,
with anything
weird.
else. It's just
Um,
food. It's not honestly. My mouth
know-
is watering talking about it. I mean, I've tried like barium and charcoal.
Most of the
and-
stuff that's been like on my list as far as dares go, it's only been like basic run around the block in your underwear. I've done that. once.
That's not even a big deal anymore.
Not really.
Like it used to be. Now it's just like whatever. I'll go do it right now if you tell me to. I was like, it's really not
Yeah,
that big
but
of a deal.
cold.
Alex,
Other than
you're-
it's freaking cold.
Alex, you're borderline a nudist, so of course it's not a big deal for you.
I don't. It's just something that you see on YouTube every day. Like it's not that big of a deal.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not
Yeah.
like I'm running around topless. Like it's just like, all right, go run around your underwear. Okay,
Right.
I mean, whatever.
We got some responses here in Discord. Appreciate all those who have joined us in Discord. If you're not part of our Discord channel, there is a link in our YouTube and most of our abouts of our audio. Alex, we're moving on. Shh.
I do remember
No.
Brett's tagline
No.
as being, "I'm not scared."
Okay.
That's true.
Okay, so we got Arrow in Discord saying, "Go streaking in my underwear and jump in a pool." I was
Wait. Streaking in my underwear. That's not.
That's
it's either
not
streaking
streaking.
or in your underwear. It can't be both.
I think people consider.
Streaking is naked.
Okay, they said streaking in my underwear. So okay, running in my underwear, jump in a pool. I was so scared because I couldn't swim. I thought I was going to drown. That's a whole other thing. So the pool situation.
All right, so that actually turns it into a dare, because if you already can't swim and then you're jumping in the pool and you're already vulnerable at that point, then you're making yourself more vulnerable by
Probably
being in the pool.
jump into the pool on the part where you could just stand up.
Why go into the deep end? Just go into the middle or the shallow.
Right. You jump in.
Think about that.
You
Unless
stand
part
up,
of the dare was the
your
deep end.
head is above water.
What if the dare was part of jump in the deep end?
Oh, well, that could be.
Or off of a diving board.
Yeah.
You can jump as far forward as you can, I guess. I don't know. We got Brig in our Discord saying, not sure which is worse. 8 hours. What?
Wait, who was the streaking one?
A gentleman named Arrow.
Yeah.
Yep. Brig saying 8 years old, jumped off of house with cardboard wings,
Oh,
hairline
no.
fracture in my left femur.
Oh,
You really
no.
did that, dude? That's like what? Okay,
was-
that's a Brig thing. That's a
That
Brig.
was
That's
dumb.
Brig. It's Brig.
That's Brig.
I mean, think of Brig.
Yeah, that's a Brig thing.
he would. If you tell him to do something, he might. In my teens, when the volcano hot sauce from Taco Bell was actually hot,
Oh, boy.
I sniffed an entire packet. A piece of pepper was stuck in my nasal cavity for a few days. That could actually get
Wait,
infected.
who did that?
Brig.
Brig.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yikes.
Why'd you do that?
Why would you snort a condiment?
Patrick also responded, and so he did the voicemail. He also said, "Body shot off of my boy Kevin's hairy belly button."
Ew.
Oh. Patrick.
You know, think about it. Any body shot coming out of a belly button is kind of gross.
It's kind of gross. It's a crevice. There's
Still, though,
even a female.
even if
still
it's
gross.
a hot girl, you still do it.
Dang.
What if you just stick the? I would do it if the shot glass was in your belly button. I'm not
Big as
filling
your
your belly
belly
button with fluid and drinking it out. Of your,
Nice. Nope. No, you do it.
No,
Any-
no,
Any single guy will tell you.
Yeah, but I have a belly button ring, so you can't do it. I have something clogging that hole.
Maybe
There you go. There's your title.
Maybe,
Yeah.
but okay, so I'll
Something.
give you that. But if it's just they stick the shot glass between their boobs, you absolutely do it.
Oh, that's fine.
I don't know anybody that's turned that down.
Not even nobody.
I think even if it's a girl doing that, it's like they're still like, "Yeah, okay, whatever.
Boobs.
There's just boobs,
Boobs.
boobs.
You got social media, Alex?
Yeah, I do. So we got Jersey Comic Crew, by the way. Shout out
out.
to them. They said probably involved something probably involved with alcohol and a hot tub.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awfully vague.
Vague.
Well, I mean, we're over here trying to remember things too.
Mhm.
I'm sure there's just plenty of shit. Okay, let's see here. Fickle Fanboy Podcast. The furthest I've ever gone on a dare ? Chicago, period. Or is that not what you meant? Oh, you mean with a girl?
Oh.
Wait, hold on a
What?
second. What are they trying to say?
Say that again, Alex.
Just in a sort of, I mean, okay, maybe, hold on.
What? You're reading responses now that
Yeah, there's certain things I can't read on here. You guys need to be a little bit more safe with your dares here, guys.
can you word them differently?
One was about doing something with the girl, which I can't talk about on the show. And the other one is from a junior combo on Instagram, and it was also about doing something that was a triple dog dare to do something to a female.
Wow.
So I don't want to say these things on our show, but they involved sexual activity.
Wait a second. Is this
Don't read them out loud. I'll show them to the crew after. Yes. How about
okay? That's not a big deal.
yes? Just
Yeah, you know.
just yeah.
I'm
We
just
just
reading
won't
it.
say that kind of stuff on the show. That's all.
We got one comment on YouTube saying, dared my 9-year-old brother. Wait, dares my 9.
Dared?
He's
Dares?
talking about the dares he did.
Dares my 9-year-old brother paid me. I got all his savings for the hot sauce, and the femur. Well, it seemed like a great idea at 8 years old. Well, it always does. You know, there's a episode of South Park where Cartman. I was thinking of Patrick because we were talking about him. Cartman, he jumps off of a roof and just breaks his face. Is there other comments? No, this is a good topic. Good topic. I think that was a good one. I think we got to get out of here. Is there anything else you guys want to touch on?
Nope.
No, I'm just really just trying to think if there was any other like super crazy things that I did that was a dare, but I don't really remember other than like streaking or doing something where I've had to strip down and like run around.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, okay, it's not that big of a deal.
It's really not. At this point, when you get
I'm
older.
sure it was dudes daring you that, right?
No.
Once.
Well,
It was actually more like back in the day when I actually hung out with a group of girls.
Didn't your friend jump into a indoor-outdoor pool on your birthday party?
That was Amanda.
Yeah, in the middle of January.
Yes.
That's cold.
Yeah, that was a dare that we made her do because it
That's
was my
pretty
16th
far.
birthday.
Yeah.
It was honestly the only highlight because we were supposed to have a. I'm serious. We were supposed to have my 16th birthday party was the absolute worst birthday of my life. We were besides my 18th.
You've
where I
said
was
this
really
before on
sick.
the show.
Yeah, but we dared her because it was supposed to be a pool party. Well, the hotel was indoor outdoor.
I remember this.
Yeah.
And so it was like ice. And we're like, we all went down there thinking it was indoor. We were in our swimsuits ready to go. And they were like, oh, well, I mean, technically we can get in, but it was damn near freezing.
Yeah.
And she went ahead and we dared her. So she jumped in and then we got in the sauna. That was my 16th birthday.
Oh, man. Alex, do you want to go ahead and just plug your Twitch here?
Yeah. I do stream on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights. Twitch.tv/cute_kitty, KUTE_KITTI. I'm playing, obviously, Caldera Warzone. I'm playing, I will be playing Halo this weekend.
Yeah.
As long as everything's working fine, the servers aren't being crappy, then I'm playing Halo this weekend.
You're going to have a Warzone highlight video on your YouTube.
Yes, I will. Yeah. Oh, and I do have my own YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/cutekitty.
Yep. Make sure you're subscribing to her on there. For me, it is twitch.tv/Mr. L, MASTERL. I stream on Wednesday and Thursday evening and Saturday morning. I'll be playing probably Warzone Wednesday night. Thursday will be Fall Guys. I'm not certain what Saturday will be. Maybe Halo. I don't know, depending. Because since SWAT will be added, maybe I'll play Halo to Wednesday night to play the SWAT. Because I would love to go back to playing SWAT. I love SWAT. That's like one of the best freaking modes of Halo. I love.
Mm-hmm.
Just go back to it all the time. As far as our podcast goes, we'd like it if you guys hit the like button on our YouTube channel. And if you're not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our YouTube and hit the bell to be notified for more live, which is normally every Monday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to follow our social media, we're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. PTOUnlimited is what you search. PTOUnlimited_podcast on Instagram. Make sure you guys are also joining our Discord. You can click on the Discord links on all of our information of all of our audio. And then as far as our if on me on Twitter, if you want to follow me on Twitter, it is @_Mr. L.
Brett_Wings.
Cute_kitty.
Did we do Twitter for ourselves last week? I don't think we did.
Oh,
We
no.
always do.
No, we don't. Sometimes we pass on it.
We do.
By the way, I was listening to last week's show, and
Yeah.
when I mentioned I blew you guys' mind about Home Alone.
Yeah.
Heather was the daughter. It was Rob's daughter.
Yeah,
Ah.
we watched Home
blonde?
Alone again.
No, she's brunette.
She's brunette.
She's the older brunette.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
The
Ooh.
blonde is Lenny.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
whatever.
You told no wait, that's Megan. That told Kevin Tuff.
Les incompetents.
Yeah, that's Lenny.
Oh man, do you have a final note?
No,
No. Christmas is around the corner, guys.
it's coming up
2
quick.
weeks.
Coming up quick.
We'll see my
2
family
weeks
in
from
2 weeks.
Saturday, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I'm
What-
actually.
Are y'all
excited.
traveling?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, we're taking Pixel, who's been with us, by the way, the entire show down here. He's been sleeping. He
Yeah.
hasn't been feeling well
I'll post
today.
a video after we're done here on our social media.
Yeah, Alex actually got a video of him sleeping. He's been chill.
We
He's-
usually keep him in his crate downstairs during the show, but we're like, well, let's try it out.
He's tired.
What
He's
are-
growing right now.
What are your travel dates? Or do you
Oh,
know
we'll
yet?
be gone for the.
We'll be gone the last week of the year.
Yeah, last week of the year.
Yeah,
So
we don't
no
know when
show.
we're coming back.
No show unless you want to record one without us.
Probably not.
Yeah, It is what it is. We'll have our information on all of our social media as far as what if we're not going to be recording and all that too. So, all right, let's get out of here, guys. Unless you have anything else.
No.
All right. See you next week, guys. Bye.